Trojan basketball is on the air. On the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Providing live stream video on SalinaPost.com tonight of this game. Also, Nick Garst at Studio Central producing and engineering. We will bring you 2 games of Southeast of Saline basketball. It will be ladies first and then guys second right here on KINA. And the guys on the girls' side, Southeast of Saline got out of Garden Plain with a 37-25 victory. The defensive effort was great for Southeast of Saline and just allowing 25 points, 10 points in the first half. That helped them get to a 37-25 victory. Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson, 22 points. They split those right down the middle, each having 11. On the guys' side, it was a heartbreaking 2-point loss against Garden Plain. The Owls scored with just 4 seconds left in the game to win by 2, and Francis Flag Squad still looking for their first win of the season. Tonight it's a doubleheader against the Hillsboro Trojans as we round out the 2025 calendar and look ahead to the holiday break and the new year, and it should be a good matchup tonight as they renew the Trojan Awards. Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. Countdown to Tip-Off is underway, brought to you by L&L Advisors. Coming up next, we'll look more at this contest right here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at the Purple Palace on the campus of Southeast of Saline High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for a doubleheader of Southeast of Saline basketball to round out the 2025 portion of the season. We have the radio broadcast, of course, here on KINA. Glad you're listening. We also have live stream video paired with the radio broadcast on SalinaPost.com. You can access that on YouTube as well. And it's brought to you tonight by Tri-Valley Seeds, matching industry-leading Pioneer brand seed with local agronomic knowledge and unmatched customer service. Experts at placing the right product on the right acre. See Justin and Blake, located just outside Gypsum. Pioneer, next happens here. Proud supporters of the Trojans, Tri-Valley Seeds. I want to thank them, our presenting sponsors for tonight's doubleheader of Southeast of Saline basketballs. They take on Hillsboro here in Southeast of Saline's gymnasium. Just the second time that we have been in this gym so far this year. And the Southeast of Saline girls looking to go through the 2025 portion of their schedule with just one loss and go to 5-1 into the new year and take that record. This Hillsboro team, though, they will give them a challenge tonight. They are 3-2 coming into this game, and Hillsboro just a close loss on Tuesday night against Halstead, 34-32. And Tyler, I think when you look at that game, just a 2-point loss to Halstead, who was one of the best teams in high school girls basketball last year, I think we know what this Hillsboro team's about just based on that game on Tuesday. But I think traditionally we know what this Hillsboro team's about anyway.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this is just one of those battles year in and year out. And you see this Hillsboro team, they always come in, and that record doesn't know early season. You know, they play a super tough schedule, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, they're 2 and whatever, they're 3 and 1. But you see them at the end, and they just play so hard, and they play super physical. And that matchup against Halstead, watching that and just watching a little bit, it's still so early, you can't really get a feel for a lot of teams. We know Halstead comes in, after, the defending state champs, and they've done so many things. When you can, play a 2-point game with the defending state champs in 3A, when Halstead's a 2A team, that says a lot for them, and they just fight. They know how to play. They know how to win. That's what Hillsboro does.
I think when we get together all these common threads and we say, okay, let's take Hillsboro and their last opponent and Southeast and their last opponent. Let's put all these 4 teams. I think Halstead, Hillsboro, Southeast, and Garden Plain are all above average basketball teams right now at this point. And when you look at their scores from Tuesday night, they only broke 37 points. Southeast was at 37. The rest of them were under that. Defense is the calling card right now of all these teams, and I think we'll see another low-scoring game here tonight.
I think we will as well, but the one thing that we're going to throw into this, the one wrinkle, is going to be the shot clock. If you watch Hillsboro on film, they're so patient. I mean, they run their offense so well. They don't stall. They're just patient, and that means they're fundamentally sound. They understand their offense. They understand what they're looking for. They haven't played with the shot clock, and I have misspoke all season, and I've been these Keisha rules with the state tournaments going around and the shot clocks. There will not be a shot clock at the state tournament this year.
Okay.
However, there are certain leagues that have adopted it getting ready for next year.
Okay.
So Hillsboro has not played at the shot clock yet this year. Their offense, I'm interested to see how they handle the shot clock, because we've seen Hillsboro in years past. They'll run a nice offensive set that'll take 60, 70, 80 seconds. All of a sudden you got to speed those things up now.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that. I didn't know that either. I was under the assumption that it was in postseason play this year as well. But, I mean, we're all learning as we go, right? I'll be honest with you. While we're being honest with each other here, I still haven't looked at the postseason format in detail to see what that's all about, because I don't want to spend any bandwidth on it. I'll get into it over holiday break maybe. Probably sit down with Francis Flax and have him explain it to me.
Exactly.
But other than that, I don't care right now.
Right.
Let's just get through these first games. I'm still kind of lingering in football season a little bit. So it's just one of those things that's like, we'll worry about that when we get here. It's the first 6 games of the season, and this is the 6th of those 6 games. Southeast of Saline can put things away after tonight, and they can look at the holiday break and getting better and having a few practices and, of course, the holidays as well. But tonight they have to take care of business here and protect their home floor against the Hillsboro Trojans. We'll take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have starters for you and the tip as we get you ready for Trojan basketball. It's right here on KINA.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At LilyPad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call LilyPad Septic.
LilyPad Septic!
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call LilyPad Septic.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho! Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience. And they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your slate, too.
Ho, ho, ho! Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas, and stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith getting ready. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of this one, at least from starters and the tip of this one as we get ready for Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. It's always kind of our holiday treat having these two teams that are fairly close proximity right down the road. Of course, Hillsboro coming out of Marion County, Southeast of Saline out here on the edge of Saline County, and this has just been a good matchup on the basketball field, or on the basketball court. They've matched up on the football field because of district play the last couple of years as well. That will not happen in the next 2 seasons, and the schedule's coming up for Southeast of Saline. Let's look at this Hillsboro team. They are under the direction of head coach Micah Ratzliff. He actually spent some time at Tabor, then came over, coached the Hillsboro boys, and then slid over to the girls' side, and he's been there for several years now. And he has a good basketball team. Once again, 3 wins, 2 losses. They're coming off of a close 2-point loss on Tuesday to Halstead. He will start Kingsley Ratzliff, a 7-point per game performer, 5'11 senior. Also Addison Jost, 3 points a game, 5'9 senior. Ella Patutsik, the leading scorer on this team. Patutsik scores 12 points a game, 5'7 junior. Daisy Klein is a 5'5 junior, 3 points a game for her. And Talia Jost, a 5'11 senior at 4 points a game. I think the biggest thing about this Hillsboro team as I rattle those starters off, Tyler, we're looking at 5'11", 5'9", 5'7", 5'5", and another 5'11". This is a team, not only do they have some athleticism, as most of these girls are on the volleyball team that got 3rd at state in Class 2A, they're also going to be tall and athletic.
And that's what they always do. And they always have great perimeter play, regardless of your size, but they're so athletic every single year. Great size, great genes. If you've listened to these games a lot and you listen to these Hillsboro teams, It's a lot of Ratzliffs. It's a lot of, the names continue to stay, the Josts. You're going to start hearing Hebert names coming through, like this Hillsboro, the community. They just stay involved, they stay invested, and gosh darn, they're really good at sports.
We will take our final break. When we come back after this 2-minute timeout, we will have the Southeast of Saline starters for you and the tip-off. We're just seconds away from this one beginning here just outside of Gypsum at Southeast of Saline and Hillsboro, coming back after this 2-minute timeout on KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Balekeeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here, time to take a look at the Southeast of Saline starters for Shauna Smith. She will start. Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson in the backcourt. Each of those sophomores had 11 points on the road at Garden Plain in the victory on Tuesday. Reagan Duran, the junior, a 5'5", is also in the starting lineup. Then a couple of seniors. Sutton Douglas, a 5'7" senior, and Charlotte Knopf, a 6'1" senior, in the starting lineup for Shauna Smith in her 10th season, assisted by Steve Reedy and Kylie Holmes. For Hillsboro, it will be Ratzliff, Jost, Patutsik, Klein, and Jost, Talia, and Addison, both of the Jost in the lineup. Time now for our new image audio. Keys to success tonight. Tyler, how do you expect this Southeast of Saline team to wrap up the 2025 portion of the schedule?
Devin, it's almost like I'm going to copy and paste a Mitch Gebhardt, a football, new image audio thoughts of the game. Southeast wants to go fast. Hillsboro wants to go slow. You want to go if you're Southeast. You want to rely on your perimeter play. You want to rely on just going fast. Again, the Hillsboro team hasn't played at the shot clock, to my knowledge, this season. See how that, just see how Hillsboro can handle that. We've seen a lot of success with the press and what that does. And then it comes down to Reese Heinrich. It's what Reese Heinrich does to discombobulate the offense before the offense can even get set up. She just makes the offense. She makes everybody extend. Tonight's going to be it can be a fun night. This is always a great night because you have Christmas break. You have all of Christmas break to think about this game. It's two great teams. It's two teams that hope to be playing in March, be playing, for a chance at a state tournament run. Nowhere else I'd rather be on a Thursday night than right here.
Yeah, heck yeah. Weather's crap outside, so we might as well be in here.
Let's go.
Tri-Valley Seed tonight, our presenting sponsor, with video on SalinaPost.com, also the radio broadcast here on KINA. And the tip is won by Charlotte Knopf, and it will be taken by Kaya Samuelson. Over to the right-hand side, Reagan Duran. She dances with a dribble, now comes back to the middle of the floor. Sutton Douglas has it. Sutton might have wanted to look at a back cut there to Kaya Samuelson, but Hillsboro very solid defensively. Hillsboro sprinting around right now in a man-to-man defense. Duran with a crossover up top. Big screen by Knopf. Looking for the roll off that screen, I think, was Duran, and Charlotte wasn't available, and Reagan turns it over. Scoreless after the first trip down the floor for Southeast of Saline. Now Hillsboro will have it on their offensive end. Hillsboro wearing those maroon jerseys trimmed in white and gold. Southeast of Saline in their home whites trimmed in purple and black. Here's a ball in down low. It's going to be bobbled and taken away. Sutton Douglas there to claim it for Southeast of Saline. Each team with a turnover on their opening possession.
Yeah, and two just bad passes. We saw, a poor pass, on the southeast side, and also a poor pass from Hillsboro right there.
Here's Douglas driving, scoring, but they're going to wave it off. They're going to say a charging foul on Sutton Douglas. In there to take the charge was Talia Jost for for Hillsboro. I have no problem, though, with that move by Sutton Douglas.
No, not at
pretty
all.
Dry.
Yeah, just good basketball all the way around. Like the way that Talia Jost put her feet in the lane. Steal right there from Samuelson, goes up strong, and that's the press. That's what makes these things difficult. It's Samuelson and Heinrich that make every single, just getting the ball up the court, make it extremely difficult for you.
Kaya in one motion that time, took the basketball away and went and scored with it. 2-0 our score. Southeast of Saline leading, even though the points on the scoreboard are on Hillsboro's side. Here's a traveling violation now that I thought was blatant. It went uncalled. Hillsboro will keep it here, running offense. About a minute and 20 seconds into this game. Here's a pick and roll opportunity. Deflected, taken away by Charlotte Knopf. Here comes Reese Heinrich now up the middle of the floor. Long pass, left-hand side. Samuelson, she tries a one-handed bounce down to Sutton Douglas. Sutton will dig it out and now play it to Duran. Now Charlotte Knopf with a 10-foot jumper. That's no good. Douglas gets the rebound, and she will be fouled. Sutton Douglas all over the place here early on in this game.
Devin, I'll tell you what, with the absence of Abigail Pearson, what Sutton Douglas is doing, she's doing those Abigail things, right? We're seeing her on the floor. Like, every loose ball, Sutton thinks it's hers, and she continues to go after him. Great job from Sutton to get that basketball for Southeast Saline.
Here's a pass from Heinrich off the inbounds into Douglas. She has to go down and save it. Ends up being kicked out to Samuelson for a three. That's no good. Rebound in Samuelson's hands. She missed the left-handed layup. And here comes Hillsboro now after the rebound. Boy, a good look there by Southeast. They just could not convert on Samuelson's left-handed lay-in. 6:03 left to play. 2 minutes into this first quarter of action. 2-0. Southeast of Saline now playing defense. Here's a ball goes off the side of the backboard by Hillsboro on their first shot of the game. Heinrich now to Samuelson. Samuelson crossover up top to Sutton Douglas. It's poked away and taken away. 3 turnovers for Southeast of Saline here on offense.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple turnovers on that screen and roll. And I think a lot of times, if that's your emphasis, when you've only had a day to practice. You played Tuesday. You only had yesterday to kind of prepare for this matchup. A lot of times you kind of think that thing's going to be there, but you don't understand how good the other defenses prepare for what you do offensively.
Hillsboro, an isolation move down low. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but they had 4 players standing all in the same area. That left 1 player down low in a one-on-one move that was stopped nicely by Southeast defense. Here's Samuelson inside, out to Duran. Reagan with a shot fake. She'll float to the basket and score. Boy, you can see that from a mile away. If you know Reagan Duran basketball, she set up the defense and then went to the hoop and got it off the window. Now a drive down the floor and a basket that will be good, and an and-one opportunity coming up for Addison Jost. The foul on Knopf, her first.
Yeah, I loved what Addison Jost did right there. She understood that if she attacks it, she can not only create that, the foul opportunity, she gets that contact, she goes up strong and finishes. Great job. Knopf's got to come, and she's got to decide. Knopf was kind of deciding whether she had to defend the offside
half a step late
offense, whether to come or just come strong to the basketball, and Jost did a good job just attacking.
Yeah, Charlotte just a half a step late. She'll come out along with Reagan Duran as the rotations have started already. The free throw up by Addison Jost is good, and she brings this game back to within 1. It's Taryn Getz and also Veda Durfee who have checked in. Veda gets an entry pass from Kaya Samuelson, turns, and she left her layup short between the rim and the backboard. Hillsboro back the other way.
When you're Southeast, you're liking the shots you're getting. You just got to make those shots. We saw this against Abilene. You got to make those shots inside of 5-10 feet. Anytime you're inside the paint, you got to hit those shots.
Hillsboro working it around the perimeter. Inside, Mackenzie D'Albini working her tail off to get the basketball. She's coming off the bench. They cannot get her the ball. Now a shot up from three-point land, taken in on the rebound by Samuelson. Kaya working the right-hand sideline. Little hesitation step, maybe looking in at Veda Durfee. Can't get her the ball. Here comes Reese. Heinrich will take over in the middle of the floor. We approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. Here's Douglas wanting to drive, forced baseline, almost out of bounds. Now to Durfee, now out to Heinrich. Her three-pointer trickles off no good. There's Douglas with another rebound. Sutton will play it out to Samuelson. Samuelson, middle of the paint, in a lot of traffic. Shot up no good. Rebound secured this time by D'Albini for Hillsboro.
I love the shot selection from Samuelson, though. She's getting 2 feet inside the lane. She's athletic enough to get there. If they're going to play this man-to-man defense, Kaya can do a lot of things.
Hillsboro using a couple of high screens here to try to rub Reese Heinrich off the ball handler. Unsuccessful. Reese ran right around both of them. Hillsboro now playing it out amongst the perimeter. 3:35 left to go here first quarter. Here's an open three, left-hand side. They got it. Another three-point play by Addison Jost.
Yeah, and Jost just stepped right into that three, left all alone. Ooh, looks like a lot of contact gets. Ooh, wow. Double whammy right there. It looked like there's a lot of contact when Getz goes up for the layup, and then it looks like multiple players going up for the rebound. Hillsboro is the benefactor of that call.
Sutton Douglas will get her first break back into the game as Reagan Durant. There's a lob pass now defensively. Hillsboro's going to save it. A couple of players, one from each team, hit the deck. Hillsboro up the floor, left-hand side. They'll kick it out. Three-pointer on the way. That one hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound now being contested, and they're going to call a tie-up, a jump ball situation.
And we're seeing both teams just come out with knockout blows. I mean, their players are all over the floor. They're just hustling left and right. This is going to be a game of attrition. Like, who can stay, who can keep going 100 miles an hour, the entire 4 quarters.
Hillsboro set to inbounds. They lead 6-4. They're on a little mini 6-0 run here after starting this game trailing 4-0. 3 minutes left of first quarter. Been a quick moving first quarter, and you can tell the ladies that are out on the floor right now, boy, they are gassed. I noticed that about 3 minutes into this game. Here's D'Albini inside. She'll kick it back out. Another three-pointer on the way from Hillsboro. That's no good. Rebound on the backside will be taken and kept by Hillsboro, but then a double dribble violation. And traveling against Hillsboro will give it back to Southeast of Saline. Each team has 3 turnovers.
Devin, I snuck into practice a little bit yesterday and saw just how much emphasis Shauna Smith was putting on grabbing rebounds with multiple players, grabbing your hands, doing all kinds of things. That's why Hillsboro is so successful. We talked about their size. They're so big. They're so strong. You got to be able to grab boards, and right now that's what Southeast is doing to stay in this game.
Heinrich with it up top. Buries it down deep with Durfee. Durfee an up and under move. Can't get the shot to go down. Rebound nearly caught in by Reagan Durant, but Reagan can't contain it, and it goes back to Hillsboro. 6-4, Hillsboro with the basketball, leading by 2. Here's an open three, left-hand side, and another one made by the visiting Hillsboro Trojans. Daisy Klein gets her first basket to go down. And with 2:13 left to go here in the first quarter, it's a timeout for Southeast of Saline as Hillsboro is on a 9-0 run. It's a 30-second timeout, and our chance to remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you by Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Visit Dr. Westbrook at a sports injury walk-in clinic every Monday and Thursday mornings for your activity and sports injuries. Also, Southeast of Saline's Education Foundation, Kelly Kitchener Shelter Insurance Agency in Salina, APAC Shears, and Copyco. Tri-Valley Seed is the presenting sponsor of tonight's game, not only here on KINA, but also live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Southeast, Tyler, out to a good 4-0 start, but since then, it's been Hillsboro on 3 different three-point plays.
Yeah, well, first of all, offensively, if you're Southeast, you're getting the shots that you want. You're getting shots that you need to hit. You need to make sure you convert those. And then defensively, you just got to make sure the rotations are right. We're seeing wide open threes. You're seeing weird transition things happen. You cannot leave these Hillsboro shooters unattended.
Duran with us. She has half of Southeast of Saline points. She'll play it to the top of the key. Now sweeps a crossover, wants to get to the cup. She is going to have to go up and under there. She was stuck, lost the basketball on her way up, and it's taken away by Hillsboro. Here come the Hillsboro Trojans back the other way.
And with this defense, if you put 2 hands on the basketball, you have to have an idea what you're going to do. It's either going to be a shot or a pass. If you hold on to that basketball, their defense just flies around. You got to understand what you're going to do with the basketball if you pick it up.
Trailing by 5, playing defense now is Southeast of Saline. Hillsboro being extremely patient, as you talked about. Now an unforced turnover as they throw it out of bounds. That'll be their 4th turnover of the first quarter, and Southeast will get it back with 1:26 left to go in the opening period.
And Douglas back into the basketball game. And, we talk about Abigail Pearson being the stabilizer. Sutton's been that person. She didn't come out of the game very often. So when she comes out, she's got to be in there. But she just understands the game, and she understands how to stabilize the entire offense and defense.
Boy, Durfee missed Samuelson that time on the inbound. Samuelson went backside, had a wide open look at a lay-in, and Veda couldn't get her the basketball. Southeast will continue to work on offense here. 72 seconds left to go. Here's Durfee driving, shooting, scoring. Veda Durfee gets her first basket of the night. That'll stop that 9-0 Hillsboro run.
And watching Durfee attack right there is fantastic. She had a wide open 15-footer. She decides to go to the rack and does a great job with the finish.
Here's a floater on the baseline. Tough shot for Hillsboro. Looks like they were on the back of Heinrich, and they will call the foul. Heinrich was in great position that time. And Kingsley Ratzliff just went up over the top of her and got too much contact, and a foul will be called.
And that's a tough one, right? Because that's a taller player that just grabs the ball over the top. But we know Reese Heinrich enough that she's putting that backside in, and she's doing everything she can to create the contact. It's a big girl play from Reese Heinrich.
9-6 our score. Southeast of Saline now trailing by 3. 38 seconds left to go in the quarter. There's about a 15-second differential between shot and game clock. Here's Heinrich driving, gets in the trees, puts a shot up, can't get it, now gets it back, and a jump ball situation. We'll go to the arrow to sort this out. It will stay with Southeast of Saline with 29.4 seconds on the clock.
And we see we've witnessed Southeast have a lot of success with this inbounds play, and I assume this is going to be the play, and Reese misses that three, but that's a wide open three for Reese.
She gets it back, though, on the rebound. Was in a bad spot. Had to save it over her shoulder. Now Hillsboro has it back, running the other way. 18 seconds left to go. Opening quarter. In the corner. Look to be open. They pass it up. Now go top of the circle. That's a three-pointer. No good. Southeast has it. Durfee with it. Now finds Heinrich. 5 seconds left to go. Gets a long-distance three, and it's blocked. And taken in by Hillsboro, and that will be the end of the quarter. Southeast started out on a 4-0 run, and then Hillsboro answers that with a 9-0 run of their own. 9-6 will be our scores. We go to the end of the first quarter. Southeast of Saline basketball tonight brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed right here on KINA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash. This is the 2-in-1 removable agitator. This Whirlpool washer has flexible capacity. You can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items of smaller loads. This opens up space in the wash tub and allows you to wash bulky items like comforters with no problems. Shop at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center. Quality service with every purchase. Located on South 9th next to Genesis Health Clubs.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back to Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith. 9-6 is their score. Hillsboro leading by 3, and they will also start with the basketball. Operating in the right-hand corner in front of right now is 4 people in the student body for Southeast of Saline.
It's early.
It is, I guess. Hillsboro lost the basketball out of bounds. It was last touched by a Southeast player, but they will keep it here on their offensive end. 9-6. There are more games tonight than what you think there would be. There's a lot of games, especially on the eastern side of the state. A hand check foul will be called against Southeast. Nobody, though, other than Southeast of Saline playing in our immediate area.
That's a tough foul right there. You saw Knopf. She's jumping that screen exactly how she's taught to do. Just got 2 hands caught. It's a tough foul on Knopf.
Charlotte will pick up her second foul. She stays on the floor. It's Samuelson, Duran, Knopf, Douglas, Heinrich on the floor right now. Here's Hillsboro on a pick and roll, and they end up getting the ball down low. Talia Jost will lay it in on the left-hand side for her first basket.
Yeah, what a catch and a finish from Jost right there. I mean, she got the ball high, got caught. Southeast just got it's difficult with that screen and roll if you don't have Knopf, coming that backside. She got caught up high. Too easy for Hillsboro.
Southeast moving it around the perimeter. 4 guards playing touch right now with it. Now inside Reagan Duran, right-hand side of the lane. Little up and under move, and she is fouled. She set the defender up that time, and it will be a foul on Kingsley Ratzliff, her second. So now Knopf and Ratzliff both have 2, as they are 2 of the tallest players on the floor, 1 on each side.
And I'd say that's what Reagan needs to do. We've seen her a lot of times this year, just uncharacteristically, when she holds onto the basketball, she doesn't know what to do with it right there. She had an intent. There was purpose with it. She buries that first free throw. She knew exactly what she was going to do. She got herself into the lane, went up strong, and we talk about it all the time. Her athleticism surprises you. You don't see it on film. She just exploded up and got herself to the free throw line.
Second free throw also goes home for Reagan Durant. She made them both. 4 points early on for Reagan. Now a 3-point game once again. Here's a deflection by Reagan Durant to Sutton Douglas. Quickly up the floor. Heinrich, her left-handed layup won't go down. She was expecting contact. May have gotten some there. Looked like maybe she might have been touched in the hip, and it comes off long. Hillsboro has it, but now Southeast defense trapping Hillsboro in the backcourt. They have to get it across with a long pass, and they do. No, 10 seconds. Boy, the official, again, using that shot clock. And I think maybe Coach Ratzliff here was questioning their transition across the floor. Maybe they got it across in time. But when you have a shot clock, you're not counting anymore. You're watching that clock.
No, you're exactly right. And I think I think that ball was released. That is a tough call against, Hillsboro right there. But you'll take it if you're a Southeast fan.
11-8. Hillsboro leading by 3. Durant has it. Over the top, Samuelson. She'll step into a 3. That is off the right hand of Charlotte Knopf and out of bounds.
And I don't know if Kaya understood how much she had time for that little rhythm dribble. The screens were set so well. The set was ran so well. She kind of got that shot off a little bit early. Just take your time. Be a little bit more patient.
Here's Durant gambling for another steal. Couldn't get there in time. Hillsboro with a cross-court pass. Goes from left to right. Now they'll try a 3. Up off the front of the rim. No good. And a block out down low by Durant. Keeping Jost off the boards. And Heinrich ends up with the loose ball. Inside, looking for Sutton Douglas. That's going to be taken away, stolen by Hillsboro. Here comes Hillsboro back up the floor. I know Hillsboro is typically the more patient team of the two, but it just looks like right now Southeast needs to exercise a little patience on offense.
100%. They just look so sped up, don't they? It's almost like they just want to go to that first cut, that first pass, inside their offensive rotation. But just let it run, let everything go through. You don't have to go initially to that pass. Just let it play through and then get the ball set back up and go to work.
Southeast will get it back here. 11-8 is our score. 5:49 left to go in this second quarter. Durant with it, right wing. They'll swing it around now through Taryn Getz, Samuelson, now Heinrich on the left. She'll come back to Sutton Douglas, now up top to Getz. Back right-hand side now to Durant. Little patience being shown this time by Southeast of Saline. Still have some plenty of time on the clock. Here's Getz underneath. Tried the reverse layup and threw it up off the top of the backboard and will be whistled out of bounds.
Yeah, Getz is such a strong move baseline, but then the ball just kind of slips out as she goes up, gets caught up with the shot clock. You just got to go up strong with that.
There's Hillsboro with it. Brief numbers, 3-on-2. Reagan Durant trying to get back, but a nice little hesitation move that time by Hillsboro's Mackenzie D'Albini. Her first bucket of the night.
D'Albini gets a bucket, but just great patience and just fundamentals from Hillsboro right there to get that, to break the pressure. You saw jump stops in there catching the ball. You see Southeast turn the ball over right there. Durant trying to get that ball to Heinrich. Never got there. But just the Hillsboro, the coaching, what Ratzliff's done, you're catching the ball, you're jumping with 2 feet, you're not dragging a foot ever. Like they understand that the trap is coming at all times.
Each team with 2 turnovers here in this second quarter. 3 minutes into the second. 13-8. Here's a three-pointer by Hillsboro. Off the mark, no good. Look at Reagan Durant jumping over everybody, taking custody of that rebound. Here comes Reagan. Still has the ball in her hand. She'll float to the right, go to Veda Durfee in the corner. Now back around. Durant has it again. Left-handed dribble. Wants to turn the corner on the defender. Now she'll reverse field, go back the other way. Strong bounce inside. Durfee to Douglas. Sutton all the way to the cup. Full score. Sutton Douglas with a nice finesse move. Came sweeping across the paint, and she has her first 2 of the night.
Yeah, Douglas so strong getting downhill.
Ella Patuchik, her first points. She is the leading scorer on this team, averages 12 a game. That is her first bucket. Here's Durant underneath, getting hip checked out of bounds. Lost the basketball, and then she picked it up, and they're going to say she's out of bounds. Boy, that's tough.
And I understand Durant's frustration right there. We got to play through the whistle, right? We talk about this in football all the time. Like she had so much contact, just guiding her out of bounds. We got to play until that whistle blows. You saw the ball, a loose ball, and Durant just goes down to pick it up when she knows she's out of bounds. It's tough.
6 turnovers on each team for the first half. So we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. 4:05 left to go here in this one. 15-10. Hillsboro leading by 5. Skip pass across everything. Now they're going to go back into the paint, play it back out once again. Ratzliff had it. She'll give it up. Now they play it back around. Patuchik has it. Back out to Ratzliff. Looked like she might have wanted to shoot the ball. Now she goes inside. It's going to be taken away by Reese Heinrich and Sutton Douglas. Reese deflected it. Sutton was able to get custody. Now a pass to Veda Durfee in an and-one situation.
Reese Heinrich right there with the vision right there. She threw the ball where Veda should have gone, and not where Veda was. So she leads the pass. Veda makes a great catch. It goes up strong. That's just great vision. And we saw Reese create that from down low. They're trying to get Reese down low, and which you would do offensively. You're trying to get your big on Reese, but Reese continues just to create havoc defensively in the lane, and that led to an easy bucket for Southeast.
I love it, too, by the sophomore. Feed the freshman, right? You need to get her to keep building confidence and have her be a part of this scoring attack for Southeast. Durfee misses the free throw, but already has 4 points here in this game. It's, once again, a 3-point differential with Hillsboro leading. They're going to shoot the three. Long rebound, high, taken in by Samuelson. She immediately turns field, goes up the court. Here's Douglas all the way to the cup. Left-handed layup, good. Sutton Douglas is going to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play, and it was the pass from half court by Kaya Samuelson that everybody will notice. But Tyler, for me, it was her getting that rebound and immediately turning her head up the floor.
That's what Reese and Kaya can do. They can do so many things. They're athletic down there, and when they get the ball, they're looking to facilitate. We know they can both score, but what a great look and vision, have the athletic ability to get that pass there. As you see Kaya fighting hard for a rebound.
Kaya kept it alive. Durfee underneath, can't get the layup to go in off the backboard, and now a dual possession on the rebound will go back to Hillsboro. 15-14. This Hillsboro lead has been cut down to 1.
Now I'll tell you what, Sutton Douglas again right there tying the basketball up. She's just everywhere. She's so strong and very fortunate not to be called for a foul there, but the way this game is being officiated, they're going to let a lot of things go, and that's a good thing for Sutton because she is super physical.
Full court pressure. Heinrich pokes the ball away. It's a loose ball. Gets tied up with it with a Hillsboro player. They're going to click the arrow again, and this time it will go to Hillsboro.
Yeah, interesting. They just had the basketball.
Yeah, and I think we have a correction here because we just had an alternate arrow and it went to Hillsboro. It didn't get switched at the table.
You got to be quick on the table with this game right now because it looks like, again, we want to, and then the official just throwing the ball down. Always a fan of that.
Here's Reagan Duran out top. She'll play it over right-hand side to Heinrich. Reese, spin move, gets to the backboard, and she's going to score! Reese Heinrich going to her bag of post moves from just outside of the block, was able to spin off the defender and score. She is also going to the free throw line.
Gosh, she's so quick, you don't know where she's going. Is she going to dribble back out to the perimeter, set the offense up? She decides she's not going to do that. She stops on a pivot right there. Nice finish from Heinrich.
Free throw missed. Heinrich trying to get her own rebound. Ball on the floor, going to be picked up here by Hillsboro. Southeast now has missed 3 straight free throws on plays that could have been a three-point play. And Hillsboro with a three-pointer will make them pay. Petusik just drives up and shoots the three. Hillsboro back up by 2.
With everything getting so chaotic, Petusik just pulls up. It's like, we're not going to bother with any offense. We're just going to pull that up. Nice shot from Petusik.
Gets with it between the rings. Just take a couple of dribbles. Now played out to Durfee on the right-hand side. Back out to Samuelson. Top of the key, 3. Missing off to the right. Ball being poked off of Durfee, out of bounds. It'll belong with Hillsboro. 2:21 left to go here before halftime.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of these rebound opportunities. It's the backside player, so it's normally going to be your offensive player on that backside, just getting pokes and punches, and there's no fouls being called, so you got to adjust to the way the game's being called from the officials.
Full court pressure once again by Southeast of Saline. Hillsboro will break it and bring it across. Skip pass over the top of everybody. A three-pointer backside is made. Daisy Klein, back-to-back threes now by Hillsboro. After Southeast had a 1-point lead, Hillsboro now back up by 5. Boy, that 3 is deadly tonight for the visiting Trojans from Hillsboro.
Yeah, really impressed how they break the press and then look to get that three-point shot up as they've done so far.
Here's Samuelson. A lot of contact on that play, too. She got into the lane and ended up falling down on that drive. Ball went out of bounds. No contact called, and the officials say it's out of bounds off Southeast and give it to Hillsboro.
But you'll see a lot of teams, when they break the press, they want to try to get a shot inside the lane. You're watching these guards from Hillsboro just
There's
spread
a steal.
out.
Douglas off the deflection by Duran. And another turnover for Hillsboro, cashed in by Sutton Douglas. Here's another loose ball. And Hillsboro this time, they're going to have a blocked. Looked like Durfee got a piece of it at the point of attack. It ends up with Samuelson. Samuelson just getting pushed up the floor.
Douglas.
Finds Douglas, and she'll score again. Sutton Douglas, right place, right time. A couple of left-handed shots as Kaya Samuelson just getting ridden up the floor. Ends up finding Douglas down low, and Southeast of Saline back within 1. Hillsboro has called a timeout with 1:24 left to go. We will keep it right here and remind you, Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball brought to you by the Kniper Agency of Farmers Insurance. Also, Hire Scott Mortuary, Mary Maids, and the Appliance Center. 21-20. A lot of contact right now. It's not stuff inside the lane or anything like that. It's things out in the middle of the open floor that.
No, it's absolutely everywhere. And here's what Sutton Douglas is doing that nobody else from Southeast has been able to do, and that's hit those open shots with the contact. You know, they're not calling a lot of the contact. So who to get the ball to? It's Sutton Douglas finding herself, and we talked about her strength and how she can absorb that contact, just going up strong, hitting those shots. But there's so much, there's emphasis from the Hillsboro defense on the perimeter players. That's going to open up things for Sutton.
Hillsboro trying to break the press. They're going to stop and pop from 3, and they get another one. Are you kidding me? It's Daisy Klein. She has 3 threes, 9 points. She averages 3 points on the season. Here's a backdoor cut. Heinrich got it to Samuelson, and that ball knocked out of bounds. Hillsboro had to go off them first, and Southeast of Saline will keep it.
Yeah, you saw the early backdoor cut, and it looked like, oh my gosh, where are you throwing the ball? But I tell you what, Heinrich and Samuelson, they're just on a different wavelength than most players.
24-20, Hillsboro with the lead, Southeast with the ball. Heinrich looking for somebody. She's running out of time. She goes to Samuelson. Now back out to Durfee. Now Durant. Durant snaps the crossover, goes baseline, now plays it back out. Durfee has it at the free throw line. Boy, the defender left her. Durfee did a good job setting her up. Veda just needs to find a little more patience in that move. Here's Heinrich, though, dropping it in all along the baseline, left-hand side. Reese Heinrich now has scored from both sides of the basket here in this second quarter.
Well, as Heinrich's inside game continues to increase, it's going to expand her outside game. We've seen her have so much success from the three-point line, but she continued to hit that. You have to fly at her as a defender. She does a great job.
And another 10-second count. Actually, they were gratuitous on that one. That was 12 seconds on the count from the official.
Yeah, the shot clock does just add that added element where we can see it a little bit better. The officials can see it as well. You wonder how many times officials, and we have all missed this because you can't actually see, but the shot clock is helping with that.
Well, you always get accused of being slow or being too fast, right? When you're an official, that just takes the doubt out of it. Everybody can see it. Shot clock is off. 30 seconds left to go. Southeast of Saline trailing by 2 with the basketball. Durant, top of the key. Plays it left to Samuelson. Samuelson knocks it down with the right hand. Now plays it back to the middle to Durfee. Now back to Heinrich. Heinrich looks at the clock. 16 seconds left to play here before halftime in our conversation with Francis Flax. Heinrich now dribbles off left to Samuelson with 8 seconds left. Here's Douglas. Now back to Heinrich. She'll come back to Samuelson. Open 3 in the corner. Got it to go. The buzzer beater 3 by Kaya Samuelson as Southeast of Saline set him up perfectly. And it's the homestanding Trojans from Southeast that'll take a 1-point lead into the locker room at halftime. 25-24, we are at the half. When we come back, we'll check numbers from the first half. Also, our conversation with Francis Flax is coming up. 1-point lead for Southeast of Saline. Here at the break, halftime is brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
This holiday season, while you're wrapping gifts and decorating, remember to protect what really matters. Your home, your family, your peace of mind. At Smart Insurance, we know the best gifts don't fit under the tree. They're the ones you count on every day. From home and auto to life and business coverage, Smart Insurance helps safeguard the moments and the people you treasure most. So as you celebrate the season, celebrate with confidence, knowing we have you covered with locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Merry Christmas from all of us at Smart Insurance.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here on KINA, halftime of the girls' contest, 25-24. Southeast of Saline came from behind, takes a 1-point lead into the locker room here at halftime. Time now to talk Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. Francis Flax, head coach, joins us now. And Coach, a tough game for you on the road Tuesday. I think it was a good game for you all in all, low-scoring contest dominated by defense. These two teams very, very similar to each other, and that's a nice squad out in Garden Plain. A lot of sophomores on that team, and you can see they have some real potential. But, boy, this game was really close throughout the whole way. Nobody had a double-digit lead, although Garden Plain had a 10-0 run in the second quarter. You guys were able to overcome that, come back and tie it, and just kind of the whole game played very, very close. What were your overall thoughts on this contest?
Well, it was a bizarre kind of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, evenly matched. I think if we played 10 times, it'd probably go 5-5. But, you know, it was funny because in the third quarter, we couldn't score. In the fourth quarter, they couldn't score. And we got the game where we wanted it. Not that I'm a fan of a 30-point game, but we did what we had to do to get it tied up and got the possession. And unfortunately, we didn't execute quite correctly, but that's part of the learning curve. And the guy that was in that situation has never been in that situation before where, hey, it's on me. And he took a little bit of a hurried shot, in my opinion. He didn't square up very much. Probably could have kicked it out. I really wanted to call timeout with about 8 seconds to go, but it didn't quite get to that. So that's the story. And you know, I'm proud of them the way we fought those guys tooth and nail. It was just a defensive battle.
Yeah, and they were deep. They had you outnumbered, definitely, with your limited bench. But the guys never really showed any signs of slowing down or anything like that and hung in it. It was a fun game down the stretch. Let's talk about shot clock because right now we're in a mixed bag. And Tyler and I talk about it quite a bit during the girls' game. You go to gyms that have it, you go to gyms that don't have it, and that was a gym in Garden Plain that doesn't have it. So now, from what you've known the last two games before that, them having the ball, Garden Plain with the game tied, about a minute 40, 50 left, they can dictate what they want to do, right? They can hang on to it if they want to. They ended up getting an open shooter. They took a shot. Then you were able to get the ball back and had it game tied, about a minute left. Shot clock, you're not really thinking about strategy there, but, I mean, now you're thinking about, well, how long do we want to hold this, right?
Yeah.
It affects everything towards the end.
It does, and I wish everybody had it.
Right.
You know, you and I have talked for 3 or 4 years about the shot clock. I think it's a necessity, and next year it will be.
Yeah.
Because the High School Activities Association is going to demand it next year. But, yeah, it does change things up, and you know, there's just you have to think of a lot of things that are different when you don't have it. Because when you've got it, the kids know.
Yeah.
They know when that thing gets down, somebody's going to try to make it happen.
Absolutely. 32-30, the final score. Adam Teal really came alive in this game once again. Had 9 points in the first half, scored 11 in the second half. He was your leading scorer with 20. Once again, though, nobody really along with him for the ride. Tiernan Potocik, the next scorer with 4 points on that. 11 turnovers, not terrible for the way that game was being played. Overall, I think the guys are showing improvement, right? To me, they're kind of doing some things, but it's just you got to find that consistency every night, don't you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have to be consistent. You can't score. Even in Beloit, we scored 46, you know, and we've been up in the 50s quite a bit, and but we've got to have 3 or 4 guys score, and we haven't found that yet. It's been 2 usually, and then 3 that don't contribute much, and then the next game it might be 2 others, and the rest of them don't contribute. So we have to get it together on a consistent basis, and we know that, and we talk about it a lot in practice, and we try to work on it in practice, but we need practice. And I'll just leave it at that. We need practice. The holidays won't come soon enough for me.
Last game here before the holiday break, you take on a Hillsboro team, and this has been a fun matchup over the last few years. The school's fairly close, and this is a Hillsboro team that comes into this game. They are looking for their first win as well. What do you see when you look at the Trojans from Hillsboro?
Well, I'll tell you they're going to be hungry. I know that. I've watched them on tape a couple times. They have a couple pretty darn good players. And I would say so do we. I think if we really get out and guard them, we have a good chance of dictating the game. But if we're lax and let them get open looks and let them roll to the basket, we could be in trouble. We're going to have to be ready from the get-go.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight playing yet another Trojan team in the Hillsboro Trojans. That is coming up, and that is game number 2 of our doubleheader. Here at halftime of the girls' game, 25-24, Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have stats from the first half. Also, get you ready for third quarter action. It is Lady Trojan basketball. It's presented by Tri-Valley Seeds right here on KINA.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com. Follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
Plus, the freakishly fast frog!
Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At Lily Pad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
Lily Pad Septic!
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call Lily Pad Septic.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine CNH twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back here as we round out halftime, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Let's go over stats from the first half. First half numbers brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. Leading scorer right now, 8 points for Sutton Douglas for Southeast of Saline. She scored all of those in the second quarter. 5 points for Kaya Samuelson and 4 points all for Reese Heinrich, Reagan Duran, and Veda Durfee. Hillsboro right now being led by Daisy Klein with 9 points. 6 points for Addison Jost, 5 points for Ella Patucik, 2 points for Talia Jost, and 2 points for Mackenzie D'Albini. Southeast of Saline 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Hillsboro 1 out of 1. Hillsboro has 9 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 6. 2 quarters gone by, 2 more left to go. Tyler Smith, your new image audio, keys to success for Southeast here in this second half.
Well, you've had so much success with the press. However, Hillsboro's countered so well, just hitting threes. You got to figure out a way to get back on that press and make sure you're guarding those perimeter players because they're getting wide open threes. They're drilling them. You got to make sure you know where Daisy Klein is at all times.
Southeast of Saline with a 6-0 run that they started to end the half. They will pick that back up here to start the second half, though they will be on defense to start. Defending a 1-point halftime lead, 25-24. Hillsboro with a high screen and now a shot at the rack. And a foul will be called. It will send Kingsley Ratzliff to the free throw line.
Yeah, it looks like the foul's on Samuelson. I like that foul call. That is a foul. Samuelson wasn't there. That's not a foul we've seen in the first half. That's kind of the juxtaposition we're at. Is that the correct term? I don't even know what that word means. I just heard other people say it. But Kaya was there a little bit late, but we didn't see that foul called earlier. Nevertheless, Kaya gets her first.
Ratzliff makes the first free throw. Second one on the way. It's going to come off the rim, no good. And Hillsboro is a team now, 2 of 3 from the stripe. We are tied at 25. Southeast with the first possession on their offense here in the second half. Duran has it, looking left. Now she'll come back right to Charlotte Knopf. Charlotte with one dribble to her right. Now she'll find Heinrich middle of the floor. Southeast just playing a wide open offense right now with everybody moving around. A little pass and screen. Here's Heinrich for 3. She overmailed that one. It's going to go out of bounds and back to Hillsboro.
Yeah, don't mind that at all, though. Just within the offense, you saw that when you see a defender slip off you, if you're Heinrich, you want to go ahead and get that 3 up. Just missed it, but that's a shot that Reese can hit nonstop for Southeast.
Full court pressure once again by Southeast of Saline. They'll pick up what they were doing in the first half of action. All the way to the cup. Running right into Charlotte Knopf that time was Addison Jost. She lost the basketball, and southeast of Saline will have it. 10 turnovers for Hillsboro.
And that's what Knopf does, right? You just sit her in the lane. If that press gets beat, she's right there. She just creates so many difficult opportunities for the opposing offensive team. It's a great job from Knopf.
They tried to bounce it in. Heinrich with a little soft bounce pass. It's taken away. Now Durant and Heinrich chasing to the other end, and it's going to be a layup by Talia Jost, her second basket of the night. 4 points for Talia Jost. It's a 2-point Hillsboro lead.
Yeah, impressive from Jost because she had Heinrich and Durant chasing her after. Neither player could get to her. Good finish from Jost.
Samuelson with a crossover. She'll bounce it back out to Heinrich. Heinrich trying to set up a spin move. Lost the ball on the way. She'll play it out left now to Douglas. Skip pass over the top of the defense. Goes to Samuelson. Now back to Durant in the corner. Reagan wants to drive. Ends up on the other side of the basket. Can't get the shot to go down. And the rebound will be taken in by Talia Jost. Here comes Hillsboro back the other way. 2 minutes into this third quarter. 27-25, Hillsboro leading with the ball. There's a drive and a kick out. 3-pointer on the way by Ratzliff. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Douglas has it in a dual possession. The arrow will keep it with southeast of Saline.
Yeah, and we're seeing Hillsboro do a great job. They're driving the lane and they're kicking. They're going to rely on that 3-point shot. You know, a lot of them fell in the first half. You got to make sure you have defenders on them, though. I mean, those are wide open threes. You keep collapsing inside. That means you have to play better defense and not let that ball handler get by you, so you don't have to have that help defense come help support you and bail you out.
15 of Hillsboro's 24 first-half points were from behind the three-point line. They hit 5 of them. Now a steal and a takeaway by Hillsboro. They were able to take it away from Sutton Douglas. 2 turnovers for southeast of Saline here in the early going. 27-25. 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. There's Daisy Klein, another 3. She got it. Boy, she's having a night, isn't she?
She really is, and the shot looks so nice. She gets that thing in her pocket right there. You see the rotation, just smooth shot from Klein.
Daisy Klein, a junior. I said in the second quarter she averages 3 points a game. She has 12 here tonight. Now another turnover and a takeaway for Hillsboro. Up the floor, all the way to the cup, and a blocking foul will be called. No, they're going to call a charge. Good job by Reese Heinrich to make that a situation. I don't agree with the call, but as you said, when you're wearing purple, you got to go for it, right?
I don't either, and I think that's something, the maturation of Reese. She has to understand if she just stays up, she's still making that contact legally. She falls down, it makes a whistle have to go up, and it's a 50-50 call either way.
30-second timeout called by southeast of Saline. Shauna Smith wants to talk to her group about this just rough start. We saw this a little bit against Garden Plain in the third quarter on Tuesday, but they have played a while now without scoring any points. Almost 3 minutes have gone by, and Southeast still looking for their first points. Trojan basketball brought to you tonight by Vanderbilt, also Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Isaacson Truck Line, and Salina Fence Company. 30-25. It's a 6-0 run here for Hillsboro to start the second half. They lead it by 5.
And Devin, go back to that play defensively from Heinrich. I mean, you don't need a whistle there. You can just get in the way and play defense. If you stay on your feet, there's going to be no whistle. But I'll tell you what, a lot of times, and we both thought that should have been a block on Heinrich. You're the benefactor if you're Reese and a Southeast fan, but just stay on your feet and play strong defense.
See what they do out of the huddle here. They'll skip it through along the baseline. Douglas to Samuelson, ends up back with Douglas where it came from. Sutton holding it above her head, trying to get it inside to Veda Durfee, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touching Hillsboro, and it will stay with southeast of Saline. It's Durfee, Douglas, Durant, Samuelson, and Heinrich on the floor. Heinrich will inbounds. She'll go out up high to Samuelson. Kaya catches it, takes 2 dribbles, goes to score, and has it rejected, but she gets it right back. Now in a brief trap, she'll play it out to Durfee. Now to Heinrich. Heinrich will swing it left to Douglas. Back to Samuelson. She was open from 3. She'll put it on the floor, blow right by, and score with the left hand. Kaya Samuelson with a head and shoulder fake to put him to sleep.
Yeah, and Kaya's so good in getting to the rack. Now she's finishing. That's going to be big.
Here's a palming call now. A little traveling violation on the right-hand sideline as Samuelson and Heinrich over there defensively, and Addison Jost turns it over.
Yeah, and Heinrich and Samuelson on that's such a difficult trapping situation right there. You have 2 of the most athletic players, on Southeast, let alone the league. If you want to say the state, I would also go with that. When those 2 are trapping you, there's not a lot of places to go, just good defense from those 2.
Riley Rickert comes in for Hillsboro for the first time. Taryn Getz has it. Inside Duran. Duran, a little pump fake. Lost her balance. She ends up on the right-hand side of the basket, and she scores. We saw the same exact play from Reagan Earlier in this quarter, she went from right to left and missed the shot. This time she made sure she got it good on the right-hand side.
Well, and she had intent. There was an intentional move right there from Duran. She had a little hesitation. She understood what she was doing. It's a great finish from Reagan Duran.
Nice hedge defensively out top by Taryn Getz. Hillsboro now will turn to the left-hand side of their offense and throw the ball there. Now back over to Jost. Looking for the pick and roll, not there. Bottled up that time by Getz. Out to the right. Ratzliff wants to drive. She'll play it back out to Rickert. Rickert into the hands of Patucik. She'll pull up, and the shot clock goes off, and she drains it. Ella Patucik has 7.
And again, just ran. The shot clock was running down. Patucik just throws the ball up. Got herself in the lane, though. She got herself, a good shot. Good finish from Hillsboro.
We wondered how Hillsboro would handle it their first game, allegedly, without a shot clock, but boy, that time they looked like they were pros at it.
They did. As soon as people started chanting it down, they understood what to do.
Here's Heinrich for a 3. Off the mark, no good. She got the kick out that time from Douglas, and the long rebound chased down by Kingsley Ratzliff. Here comes Hillsboro up the floor. They'll play it to Addison Jost. Now back out to Patucik, who just scored that last 2-pointer for Hillsboro. Hillsboro leads it by 3. Here's a drive on the right-hand side. Now a Hillsboro player in trouble, and a bailout foul will be called here against Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, that's tough. You're exactly right. It looked like right there Jost, who's done so much for Hillsboro, just kind of got herself in a bad spot. She's down low, and she just starts wailing away. She has the ball above her head. It looks like Southeast was straight up. She's going everywhere. She had nowhere to go, and I think, definitely bailed out's the correct term, but Sutton Douglas is called for a second.
Foul on Douglas. Heinrich might have got one right in the face again. We've seen her just get beat up the last couple of games. Here's a jumper off the inbounds, high bounce. Getz will take the rebound for Southeast. Here comes Taryn Getz. Middle of the floor. She'll play it off to the right. Samuelson, 2:30 left to go in the third. Deep post entry. Douglas around the defender. Left-hander good. Sutton Douglas in double digits with 10.
You talk about a player that knows their hot spot, knows their sweet spot. That's what Douglas understands. She understands if she gets to a certain spot, she's going up with the shot, and we've seen her make so many baskets from that spot in her career. A great finish from the senior.
I wonder if isolation might be the move right now on offense for Southeast. Just get Douglas the ball in their one-on-one. 32-31. Southeast back to within 1. They were down by 5. 32-31. Here's a loose ball. Heinrich had a shot at it, but Hillsboro will keep it. Now they're looking inside. They'll play it in to Patucik. She gets Douglas up in the air. She turns and scores. Boy, she's smooth, right? 9 points for Ella Patucik. 4 of them here in this quarter.
Yeah, super smooth. And both those buckets with the shot clock running down, like she understands the game.
Here's Duran, had her first shot blocked against a much taller player, but got the loose ball, went right back at the rim. She drew the foul, and that'll be the 3rd foul on Kingsley Ratzliff. That was a really good play by Reagan Duran.
Yeah, it's so easy after you get your shot blocked to hang your head and not go back up with it, but Duran just gets her shot blocked, catches the rebound, and goes right back up and draws the foul.
How many times do we see players, though, get that first shot block and they drop their head and their shoulders go down, and they quit on the play? That was the furthest thing from Reagan's mind.
And then all of a sudden the ball gets turned over because you try a dribble, you do something silly. Right there, Duran just goes right back up. She gets herself to the free throw line for 2.
Made the first. Second one on the way for the junior, Reagan Durant. Kissed the front of the rim, and a traveling violation. It was a travel first that went uncalled, but the travel eventually led Talia Jost out of bounds. Nonetheless, it's going to be a turnover.
This is a blast. This is a heavyweight fight. This is exactly what you'd expect from 2 of the top teams in the state in their respective, class divisions. I mean, these teams are going after it. You can see they're both well scouted, well coached, well defended.
Heinrich, the elevator door, 3-pointer. That won't go down. Loose ball on the floor, and it's going to be picked up here by Hillsboro. Mackenzie D'Albini off the bench. She scored the only bench points tonight for Hillsboro. 34-32, Hillsboro leading by a bucket. 1 of 14 left to go here in the third period. Hillsboro, a drive and a kick. Back out to D'Albini. Now they go to Klein, a 3-pointer. That's an air ball out of bounds, no good. And a block out by Kaya Samuelson to send a Hillsboro player to the seat of their pants. Kaya very aggressive on that block out.
When that shot just immediately comes out of Klein's hands, you could tell it was off. But just such a pure stroke, even with the air ball. If she gets honed in, we've already seen her just drill a couple big ones. Got to make sure you know where she is.
Down by 2, Heinrich with it on the right wing. She'll play it to Getz, middle of the floor. Now Douglas to the left. Lob pass inside. Durfee, catch and score. Fade of Durfee just scores 2. And a beautiful feed up top by Sutton Douglas working the high-low.
Yeah, that big to big. Right there, and we talk about it all the time. You put the ball on the floor, you're going to let defenders come at you. Durfee never let that happen. She got the ball high and just all in one motion, goes up strong. Huge from the freshman.
That was such a fluid play.
I almost lost everything down
there,
by
you
the
did.
way. Oh.
We were getting new headsets for Christmas. Here's a shot put up by Hillsboro's no good, and a foul called against Southeast of Saline. That'll send Hillsboro to the free throw line. It's the 3rd on Sutton Douglas. So now both teams have a starter with 3 fouls. It's Ratzliff for Hillsboro, Douglas for Southeast of Saline. And Ella Patuchik goes to the free throw line and makes the first. She breaks the tie. Second free throw on the way. She got them both. 3 of 5 from the free throw line for Hillsboro so far. 4 of 5. 18 seconds left to play. Shot clock, of course, off. Heinrich had the basketball poked into the backcourt. She's going to go get it. Now she lost it again. Patuchik just took it away from her, and a layup by Ella Patuchik is up and good. Here comes Southeast. 4 seconds left. Getz has it. Now to Duran. Duran stumbling, and a shot put up at the buzzers off the side of the backboard, and we are at the end of the 3rd. A good finish to the 3rd quarter by Hillsboro. They will take a 38-34 lead into the 4th quarter. Lady Trojan basketball here tonight on KINA, and also live stream video on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Once tied at 34, Hillsboro scores the last 4 points of the 3rd quarter. Now they have a 4-point lead and the basketball as we start the 4th. 38-34, Hillsboro leading. Patuchik starts out with it. Boy, she was a big part of that 3rd quarter offensively for Hillsboro. She'll bring it over to the right. Now in the hands of Kingsley Ratzliff, who's back out there. Remember, she has 3 fouls. Sutton Douglas also on the floor with 3 fouls. Hillsboro playing what I would classify as a stall offense, but again, we have a shot clock here at Southeast. Here's a 3-pointer put up by Hillsboro. That's no good. Taryn Getz gets the rebound and is fouled on the backside. Patuchik with the foul. That is her 2nd.
Devin, you're exactly right. I mean, a 4-point lead in the 4th quarter against Hillsboro is tough to come back against at any juncture of any game you're ever playing, but the shot clock just helps out with that. And you kind of saw it looked like they're a little discombobulated with their offense and understand what they were going to do, and all of a sudden you see a 3 forced by Ratzliff.
38-34. Southeast of Saline trailing by 4 with the basketball. Southeast of Saline this week by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association, ranked 8th in 3A. Here's Duran, high post, Douglas, low post, Douglas with the basket. Give Duran the assist.
Well, and great job for recognition from the Southeast offense. You see Hillsboro came back into a zone right there. You have that high-low game. They adjusted really quickly. The shot clock, again, that makes you adjust to defenses really quickly. Southeast did a good job. Nice finish from Douglas.
Full court pressure once again by Southeast of Saline. Hillsboro, a mild struggle. Now they turn it over. Duran's going to take it away. Reagan out in the passing lane. All the way down. Right-handed layup. The pick and the pop is good by Reagan Duran. She has 9. Tie game at 38.
And Devin, we say it all the time, if you can't play defense, you won't play on this team. That's what Reagan Duran brings to you, her athleticism, her defensive ability right there. Just got herself an easy bucket. Huge for Duran.
Southeast erasing the 4 points they gave up at the end of the third. Now it's back 38 all. 6:12 left to go. Hillsboro with the ball. Couple of curlers to the basket. A foul will be called down low on Heinrich for Reese. I believe that's her second, right?
Yes.
No, first. Holy cow.
Well, and a good foul. If anything, you got to tell Reese to foul harder right there. You don't want to give the opportunity for, an and one opportunity. But you just saw the defense got a little bit off. All of a sudden that curl, as opposed to popping out, got Southeast a little off balance. Got to foul a little bit harder. Nevertheless, first free throw is missed.
Sure you want to encourage that behavior from her?
No, I don't. You're exactly right.
First free throw missed. I say that.
I don't want to be held accountable.
Right. You'd be an accomplice. Second free throw is good. Hillsboro up by 1. 6:03 left to play. 39-38. This has been a fun game. I'm here for it. Talked about Southeast being ranked 8th in 3A. Hillsboro is ranked 3rd in 2A.
Yeah.
Now a foul.
Yeah, I say a 3-second call.
3-second call, Reagan Duran.
And you could see it. She had the initial, that pass was to her, and all of a sudden she never got herself out of the lane. I like that call. They're on top of it. It's not one of those where they're overemphasizing the thing. It's just Reagan just caught herself in the lane too long.
5:48 left to go. Full court pressure again. A little full court man-to-man here by Southeast of Saline. Duran on ball. They'll kick it out here. Klein. She tries a three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound being fought for. Saved by Hillsboro. They will keep it from their own baseline. Back out top. Now they'll play it to the right. Here's a cutter in the lane, and a shot up and good. Beautiful offense that time by Hillsboro. It ends up with Addison Jost to us all 3 Hillsboro points here in this quarter. Southeast back down the floor, now still a one-possession game, trailing by 3. Sutton Douglas along the baseline. Douglas plays it out, now they swing it quick, ends up high post Durant. Reagan goes between 2 defenders, now kicks it out to Samuelson. Gets with it. Now back across, Samuelson. Back to the left, Heinrich. Tried to get it to the high post again, and that time Ella Patucci was just hanging out, waiting on them to try to get it to Duran, and she poked it away and took it.
Yeah, just too lazy with the pass. Not a lot of intent on that. It was just kind of running the flow. You got to make sure that pass is crisp to get to Duran.
Also, you got to read the defender, right? If they're playing on top, put it on the other side of the body. Here's Taryn Getz knocking a ball loose. Hillsboro chases it down, though, and they save it. Here's a drive, Heinrich, shadowing all the way to the baseline. Good defense there by Reese. Hillsboro stuck, 5 on the shot clock. Skip pass over the top of the defense. They'll drive and put a shot up. And 2 seconds left on the shot clock. They call a foul.
Again, we talked about the shot clock, and we talked about Hillsboro hasn't played with one that we know of. But they're doing a great job of attacking late in the clock. They're not just settling, attacking right there. And it's Patuchik that just continues to find herself just driving to the lane. She bears that first free throw. You look at these late shot clock opportunities, almost like a 3rd and long if you're a football fan. Like if you can convert those and get something successful out of it, it's just a win-win for your offense, for you offensively.
Both free throws up and good for Ella Patuchik. She has 15 points. Back to a 5-point Hillsboro lead, as they have gotten off to a really good start in the first 4 minutes here this fourth quarter. Gave up a quick 4 there to Southeast, but now they've recovered. Here's Duran inside. Lost the basketball on the floor. Samuelson tried to tip it. It'll be picked up now. A runaway Hillsboro Trojan. It is Ratzlaff, and she's going to score. And a timeout called by Southeast of Saline. They need to talk about it as Hillsboro has their biggest lead of the night. They are up by 7 points and a full timeout that we will step aside for as well. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 4 minutes left, 45-38. It's Hillsboro leading by 7 here on KINA.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Exactly 4 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. 45-38, two state-ranked teams going at it here. Hillsboro right now with the advantage. Not only two state-ranked teams going at it, but each team missing one of their main players. Amaya Worth unavailable tonight for Hillsboro. Abba Pearson unavailable for Southeast of Saline. Here's Getz for three. Right-hand side, off the front of the rim, no good. Douglas with the putback off the offensive rebound. Sutton Douglas has 14.
And we talked about it off air really quickly. Like, we haven't seen Getz get many shots off. That's good coaching from Ratzlaff to make sure that she doesn't get good shots. But when she shoots, good things happen because a lot of players have to come at you. It's Sutton Douglas, great job with the offensive rebound and then finishing on the return side.
It's a new career high in scoring for Sutton Douglas with those 14 points. Klein has it on the left. Hillsboro working it around the perimeter. Well, 4-out-1 in offense right now with a bunch of screens in the middle. Klein has it again. She dribbles to the right, now bounces it inside to D'Albini. Little up and under move. D'Albini will kick it out to Patuchik. Three-pointer.
Oh, my goodness.
Got it. Boy, they just do not let you breathe. And it's back to another big lead for Hillsboro. This time it's 8 points, 48-40.
They just don't panic. When that shot clock starts running down, they find Patuchik, and she's just been killing Southeast tonight.
Durfee inside, split the double team. She was fouled. That will be the second team foul, and this will go against Mackenzie D'Albini, her second.
And you hear the Hillsboro crowd not happy with that, and I agree with them. And we haven't seen that foul called a lot tonight. It looks like a foul if you're watching this game just raw and you haven't seen what's been going on, but the way the flow has been going, that hasn't been a foul.
Heinrich off the inbounds for three. Heinrich pumping her fists together, trying to get her team going here. They're back within 5. 48-43. That was the first long ball of the night for Reese Heinrich. We're used to seeing her getting multiples every night. She has 7 points. Hillsboro working it right-hand side. Little give and go. Shot at the rim. Will miss, and a foul called down low. A couple of players hitting the deck there, and we'll have free throws coming up after the foul was called on Kaya Samuelson, her second.
Yeah, and again, it's that curl off that top pick that you're just coming downhill, and it's what it takes. It takes a great pass from the perimeter down while you're in stride to go up, and you're seeing Hillsboro just run that to perfection in this second half.
First free throw by Ella Patuchik is up and good. So far tonight, she is 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
Well, and that's been something Hillsboro's been doing all night. Just they're taking the free throws and they're making them free. They're hitting every single one of them.
Make it 6 of 6. She has 20 points now. 50-43. Back to a 7-point lead. Gets with it on the left-hand side. Over to Samuelson. Now skip pass back across to Heinrich. Samuelson back in the middle. Heinrich has it on the right. Wanted Douglas high post, but nothing there. Now they go down along the baseline. Durant. Quick swing. Taryn Getz, top of the key. Got the three to go. Taryn Getz, her first basket of the night. It's a 4-point game. 1:49 left to go. Hillsboro slow to get it in. Now they will, and it's back in the hands of Ella Patuchik. Taryn Getz guarding her closely. High screen not used there by Patuchik. Now Hillsboro will curl around, kick it out to Kingsley Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff, couple of dribbles to nowhere. Patuchik now has it between the rings. She'll spin. Samuelson on her now defensively. Now Getz will take her. Those two switch. Shot clock down to 9. Here's the ball swatted out of bounds by Getz, and it will be a reset here for Hillsboro. They will have it out of bounds with 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
And this is where Hillsboro's been so successful. Low in the shot clock running down. You've seen them get good shots up at this opportunity.
A wide open Hillsboro player on the backside. Somebody for Southeast got lost on that play. It ends up going to probably the worst person to send to the line right now in the building, and that's Ella Patuchik.
Yeah, she's seeing the game completely differently in the second half than she had 5 points in the first half. She's now got 21 as she hits that first free throw. This is not the player you want at the free throw line if you're Southeast.
Foul on Getz is her second. That is also a foul that will put Southeast at the limit. She got them both. Hillsboro's only missed 1 free throw in the second half, in the fourth quarter, 2 the entire game. 52-46, still a 2-possession game. 1:09 left to play. Samuelson with it. Now she'll fire off to the right. Heinrich. Now to Duran. Duran in the corner. They'll play it back to Samuelson. Now Heinrich. Heinrich for three. She's got it. Reese Heinrich answers the call. And will make this a 3-point game and a quick timeout by Southeast of Saline. We'll take it. 57.5 seconds left to go. It's a full timeout. We'll step away. Back with more Lady Trojan basketball after this.
Oh no! That's the sound of your company's insurance rates going up. You didn't buy Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products, did you? Don't just grab any old ice melt from the store. Get Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products. It won't harm your concrete or vegetation. And the best part, Sage delivers for free in Salina. We also supply a wide variety of janitorial and maintenance supplies to keep your business or home looking its best. Give Sage a call at 309-1919 or visit us at sageselects.com. Sage Products, the right call every time.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Just inside a minute to go, 57 seconds. Hillsboro with a 3-point lead and the basketball, 52-49. Full court pressure for Southeast of Saline. Hillsboro gets it into the hands of Ella Patuchik. She's being guarded closely by Samuelson. Kaya gambles for the steal and could not get there. Got the ball knocked out of there, but in the meantime, knocked Ella Patuchik to the floor, and she will go back to the free throw line, where so far she is 8 of 8 in this game. Hillsboro as a team, Tyler, 11 of 13.
Yeah, and Patuchik is just such a great ball handler to break that press. She does it single-handedly. When you have somebody that can break the press and also hit free throws at the rate that she's been doing, it's exactly where you want the ball.
And they all look exactly like that. Pure, right through the net, no rim. Back to a 4-point Hillsboro lead, another free throw pending. It is also good. Here comes Southeast, back the other way. 54-49. It's a 5-point lead for Hillsboro. Getz has it on the left. Now back to Samuelson. Southeast looks like they're stuck right now. Now Samuelson and Heinrich will change spots. Here's Reese, a long three. Off the mark, no good. Douglas inside gets the rebound, missed the putback. Now Getz comes in out of nowhere. She's able to get the ball, and the arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. Boy, Taryn Getz came in out of nowhere and got that ball.
Yeah, just completely saved it right there for Southeast. Saves all their opportunities. You saw Douglas go up strong, just couldn't come down with it. Getz ties the ball up.
Off the inbounds. Going to the other side, maybe to Samuelson. Nope, here's Heinrich up top. Defender falls down, and they're going to call a foul on Hillsboro.
Yeah, and that's an easy foul call from the officials. Anytime you're on the ground, you're not in a defensive position, and you make contact, that's an easy foul call for any official to make. It's by the book. It's a great job from the officials.
Addison Jost, that's just the third team foul on Hillsboro. It's Addison's second. 20 seconds. Time of the essence right now for Southeast. They need a quick score here. They'll get it into Samuelson, almost to the backcourt. Kaya's going to turn, stop at the three-point line, looking for Heinrich. Reese now bottled up in a double team. Somebody's got to be open. Back to Samuelson. Too much time coming off here. Samuelson has to force the three. It's no good. Rebound being fought for. Another alternate possession, and this one will favor Hillsboro. They'll have it with 6.5 seconds left to play.
Yeah, Devin, just a tough, gritty game from both teams. You're seeing, Hillsboro, they've hit more shots. They've hit more free throws. They've gotten themselves to the free throw line. They've handled themselves extremely well tonight.
Yeah, they sealed this game at the free throw line. Hillsboro gets it in. Heinrich there. She's waving the white flag. That'll do it. A good basketball game here between Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline as two of the top teams in the state doing battle, and it's Hillsboro that will get out of here with a victory. The Lady Trojans from Hillsboro will move their record to 4-2. Southeast of Saline will also have a 4-2 record as they hit the holiday break. 54-49. When we come back, we'll have final numbers for you. We'll also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game as we will talk about this game in postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers, and it's a 5-point Hillsboro win right here on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
It's the most wonderful time of the year to finish your holiday shopping and save big. Enjoy 20% off all in-stock jewelry all season long. Excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders. And when you buy gifts at Vernon Jewelers for your loved ones, we'll take care of you with a free vacation. That's right. Make a qualifying purchase and take a vacation on us. See us in store or the Vernon Jewelers Facebook page for full details. Hurry in. Holiday savings ends December 24th. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where sparkle happens since 1884.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Welcome back here in postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Hillsboro wins it 54-49. Final scoring for you. Let's go over Hillsboro's first. They have the leading scorer, leading all scorers in this game. Ella Patuchik with 24 points. She was sensational tonight. Went 10 of 10 from the free throw line, ends up leading Hillsboro with 24. She had nice complimentary play, though, by Daisy Klein. Daisy, 4 3-pointers in this game. She finishes with 12. 9 points for Addison Jost, 4 points for Talia Jost, 3 points for Kingsley Ratzliff, and 2 points for Mackenzie D'Albini. For Southeast of Saline, a new career high for Sutton Douglas. Sutton has scored in double digits a couple other times in her career. She had 2 games last year against Smoky Valley and Lions where she had 13 points. She has scored 9 points twice this year against Heston and Abilene, but tonight she tops all of that with 14 points. Also a new season high for Reagan Duran with 9 points. Reese Heinrich had 10, Kaya Samuelson was 7, Veda Durfee was 6, and 3 for Taryn Getz. Big discrepancy at the free throw line. Hillsboro, 13 of 15 from the line. They outshoot Southeast of Saline by 9 free throws. They outscore Southeast of Saline at the free throw line by 10, as Southeast of Saline was just 3 out of 6 from the stripe. Turnovers, 12 for Southeast of Saline, 14 for Hillsboro. And when you talk about all the free throws made and the free throw shooting by Hillsboro, Tyler, you also have to throw in there Hillsboro only had 1 turnover in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Hillsboro was so good tonight, and especially down the stretch. They understood what they needed to do. They handled the ball so well. You know, and there's definitely a million different angles you can take from this game, right? Like 2 state-ranked teams going at it. You know, you play this game again tomorrow. The outcome might be a little bit different tonight. Hillsboro was just the better team. But here's what you've done. You've survived without Abigail Pearson. If you want to look at the bright side of this if you're a Southeast fan, Abigail Pearson, every single game that she misses, it's big, but the hand is recovering. You know, we'll see how that goes. But you're seeing other players play. You talked about Sutton Douglas with their career high. We saw Veda Derby do things. Again, Charlotte Knopf down low. You're seeing these guards play more. That's just a tough team to play against. It's tough, especially going into Christmas break. You now have an extended break that you have to think and look back at this loss. But, you know, hats off to Coach Ratzliff and Hillsboro. They played one heck of a game tonight.
Tonight, our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game, Sutton Douglas. Time is running out, and so is your shopping experience. Go down to Vernon Jewelers. They're open on Christmas Eve, so go down there, see them sometime between now and then. They're also open on Saturday, so you have plenty of time to get to Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina tonight. Sutton Douglas, our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game, with a new career career high 14 points, but it's Hillsboro that comes out of the gym tonight with their 4th win of the season. Now both teams 4-2, 54-49. We'll now make the transition to guys basketball. We're about 10 minutes away from starters and the tip. When we come back, Francis Flax will join us in a conversation we had earlier this evening. It's coming up here on KINA.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Southeast wins! Southeast of Saline wins!
Trojan fans, it's not too late to get your 2024 state championship merch or to get custom gear to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 2005 state championship team at Copyco. In addition to great SES gear that you can wear all year round, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity from football and basketball to choir and band. See them at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience. And they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your sleigh, too.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas. And stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here on KINA, halftime of the girls' contest, 25-24. Southeast of Saline came from behind, takes a 1-point lead into the locker room here at halftime. Time now to talk Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. Francis Flax, head coach, joins us now. And Coach, a tough game for you on the road Tuesday. I think it was a good game for you. All in all, low-scoring contest, dominated by defense. These two teams very, very similar to each other. And that's a nice squad out in Garden Plain. A lot of sophomores on that team. And you can see they have some real potential. But, boy, this game was really close throughout the whole way. Nobody had a double-digit lead, although Garden Plain had a 10-0 run in the second quarter. You guys were able to overcome that, come back and tie it, and just kind of the whole game played very, very close. What were your overall thoughts on this contest?
Well, it was a bizarre kind of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, evenly matched. I think if we played 10 times, it'd probably go 5-5. But, you know, it was funny because in the third quarter, we couldn't score. In the fourth quarter, they couldn't score. And we got the game where we wanted it. Not that I'm a fan of a 30-point game, but we did what we had to do to get it tied up and got the possession. And unfortunately, we didn't execute quite correctly, but that's part of the learning curve. And the guy that was in that situation has never been in that situation before where, hey, it's on me. and he took a little bit of a hurried shot, in my opinion. He didn't square up very much. Probably could have kicked it out. I really wanted to call timeout with about 8 seconds to go, but it didn't quite get to that. So that's the story, and I'm proud of them the way we fought those guys tooth and nail. It was just a defensive battle.
Yeah, and they were deep. They had you outnumbered, definitely, with your limited bench, but the guys never really showed any signs of slowing down or anything like that and hung in it. It was a fun game down the stretch. Let's talk about shot clock, because right now we're in a mixed bag. Tyler and I talk about it quite a bit during the girls' game. You go to gyms that have it, you go to gyms that don't have it, and that was a gym in Garden Plain that doesn't have it. So now, from what you've known the last 2 games before that, them having the ball, Garden Plain, with the game tied, about a minute 40, 50 left, they can dictate what they want to do, right? They can hang on to it if they want to. They ended up getting an open shooter. They took a shot. Then you were able to get the ball back and had it game tied, about a minute left. Shot clock, you're not really thinking about strategy there, but, I mean, now you're thinking about, well, how long do we want to hold this, right?
Yeah.
It affects everything towards the end.
It does, and I wish everybody had it.
Right.
You and I have talked for 3 or 4 years about the shot clock. I think it's a necessity, and next year it will be.
Yeah.
Because the High School Activities Association is going to demand it next year. But, yeah, it does change things up, and there's just you have to think of a lot of things that are different when you don't have it. Because when you've got it, the kids know.
Yeah.
They know when that thing gets down, somebody's going to try to make it happen.
Absolutely. 32-30, the final score. Adam Teal really came alive in this game once again. Had 9 points in the first half, scored 11 in the second half. He was your leading scorer with 20. Once again, though, nobody really along with him for the ride. Tiernan Potocik, the next scorer, with 4 points on that. 11 turnovers, not terrible for the way that game was being played. Overall, I think the guys are showing improvement, right? To me, they're kind of doing some things, but it's just you got to find that consistency every night, don't you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have to be consistent. You can't score. Even in Beloit, we scored 46, and we've been up in the 50s quite a bit, and but we've got to have 3 or 4 guys score, and we haven't found that yet. It's been 2 usually, and then 3 that don't contribute much, and then the next game it might be 2 others, and the rest of them don't contribute. So we have to get it together on a consistent basis, and we know that, and we talk about it a lot in practice, and we try to work on it in practice, but we need practice. And I'll just leave it at that. We need practice. The holidays won't come soon enough for me.
Last game here before the holiday break, you take on a Hillsboro team, and this has been a fun matchup over the last few years. The school's fairly close, and this is a Hillsboro team that comes into this game. They are looking for their first win as well. What do you see when you look at the Trojans from Hillsboro?
Well, I'll tell you, they're going to be hungry. I know that. I've watched them on tape a couple times. They have a couple pretty darn good players. And I would say so do we. I think if we really get out and guard them, we have a good chance of dictating the game. But if we're lax and let them get open looks and let them roll to the basket, we could be in trouble. We're going to have to be ready from the get-go.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight playing yet another Trojan team in the Hillsboro Trojans. That is coming up, and that is game number 2 of our doubleheader.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
In keeping with the spirit of this joyous holiday season, the staff and physicians at Salina Surgical Hospital want to wish you the merriest of holiday seasons. As caring physicians and staff, your respect, dignity, and happiness is important to us. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our loved ones. Thank you for choosing us this year. Remember, you do have a choice. Make the right choice. Choose Salina Surgical Hospital. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. On the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Welcome back into Southeast of Saline High School. It is the Purple Palace, and it is time to play a home game for just the second time here in this basketball season so far. Southeast of Saline welcoming in their friends from Marion County in the Hillsboro Trojans. Both teams come in looking for their first win. My name is Devin Haney. Kevin Lilly is with me. Also Nick Garst, producing and engineering. Trey Tully with that live stream video free of charge paired with the radio broadcast on SalinaPost.com. It's presented tonight by Tri-Valley Seed. Close game at Garden Plain on Tuesday, Kev. About as close as you can get. Garden Plain hits a layup with about 4.5 seconds left. They get a 32-30 victory. Now we get to see how Southeast of Saline rebounds from that. And this is two teams that are very, very hungry for a win. And I don't care what anybody says. You need to get a win here if you're going into that holiday break, because that's a lengthy holiday break. You want some positive momentum. You want to believe that you can win a basketball game or 2 or 3 or 4 in 2026, and that starts tonight.
Yeah, because I think the issue is going into that long break. If you don't get this win, you kind of start doubting what you have for the rest of this season, and it could be a big momentum boost. And I think, with Garden Plains, it was just a late game mishap, I think, on our part that we haven't been there. But I really look for Southeast to come out and establish something on their home court tonight.
Southeast of Saline will start Kane Sawyers, Hendricks Lund, Isaiah Kerr, Tiernan Potachik, and Adam Teal on the floor for Francis Flax for the Hillsboro Trojans. They will start Kyson Gawith, also Braxton Hebert, Brayson Omstutz, Cohen Jansen, and Jayton Lowen. The leading scorer on this team is Braxton Hebert, the 5'11 junior, 13.5 points per game. Also, Amstutz scores 11 points a game. The leading rebounder and leading assist getter, also the leader in steals, is Kyson Gawith. Hillsboro comes out in the maroon jerseys trimmed in gold, Southeast of Saline, and their home whites trimmed in purple. We're just about ready to go. The ball will go in the air between Adam Teal and Brayson Omstutz. Hillsboro will win the tip. Amstutz won it and goes back into the backcourt. Here come the Hillsboro Trojans. They'll sling it off to the right-hand side in the corner. With it is Hebert. Hebert now, jump pass, back out. They swing it over to the left. Man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast in the early going. Here's a drive and a ball floated out of bounds right in front of the Southeast of Saline student body. Hillsboro opens with an opening possession turnover.
And our defense has been our bright spot. And right there, they force Hillsboro into an early turnover, which is a good sign for us. And now I think for us offensively, we've got to be able to put a couple, 3-4 possessions together where they're quality offensive possessions and score.
Kerr whirls, gets inside the free throw line. Little soft 13-foot jumper is up and good by Isaiah Kerr. Southeast out in front 2-0 after each team has a possession.
And you can see where Isaiah doesn't go all the way in. He stops before he gets to the bigs and pulls up and gets a shot.
Here's a poke now and a steal. Lund had it to Tiernan Potachik, who was going up the floor. He had it poked away from behind, and now Hillsboro will take it back. I've been saying this since game number 1. You've been saying it since game number 1. We're still saying it. Isaiah Kerr needs to shoot the ball more.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see he's got a really nice shot. And the thing is what he'll do is, he's done this early, and then he gets lost for the rest of the game until late in the game.
He's one of your veteran players if you do have him on this team. He is a senior, and he's so good when he just shoots the ball, gets his rhythm going. Here's Kane Sawyers for 3. Speaking of rhythm, Kane trying to develop some rhythm here early on. That's a trade to begin for Kane Sawyers. 5-0.
And that's a good sign for us.
Yeah.
If our big can step out and really stretch the floor, it's only going to open everything up a little bit more for us.
We haven't seen Kane take very many threes this year. But Cohen Jansen will answer with a 3 of his own for Hillsboro. Southeast of Saline's 5-0 lead dissipates, now back down to 2. Hendricks Lund has it. They'll play it right through Teal, now to Potachik on the right-hand side. Spin move. Potachik gets in the traffic. Shot up and good. Tiernan Potachik on that tight little spin move, got into the traffic, was able to put the teardrop up and score. three different Southeast players.
And I think we were talking about this last game is sometimes the ball moves better when it's not in Tiernan's hands, and then they can find him later in the shot clock.
Grayson Amstutz now. He'll score with the right hand on the right-hand side of the basket. Amstutz, his first basket of the game. 7-5 our score. Southeast of Saline now with the basketball. Lund with it. Little bounce down in the short corner to Potacik. Tiernan trying to get his defender in the air. He can't. Now he goes into Teal. Adam Teal in the paint. He's bumped from behind, and the first foul of the game will belong on the visitors from Marion County. Kyson Gawith. Guilty of the foul on the floor. Southeast will have it here on their own baseline. Potacik set to inbounds. It's a hard bounce pass to Kerr. He was able to deflect it and then chase it out to the right wing. Now a ball that's in question as Sawyers was trying to find Hendricks Lund. Lund not giving up on the play. Gets the miss out of Hillsboro, though. That was a good pursuit defensively as Hendricks never gave up on that play. Now he has the ball back. Top of the key. Three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound batted out. Kerr will control it for Southeast. He's in the corner with a Hillsboro player draped on him. Now back out to Sawyers. Sawyers wants to drive, leans into a defender, and he lost it. Second turnover for Southeast of Saline. 3 minutes into this game. Hillsboro working it around the perimeter. They're playing a little 4-out-1 in offense. Here's a three-pointer. That's an air ball, and now a foul will be called as Hillsboro's Brayson Amstutz went up over the back and into one of the Southeast of Saline players. It's the second team foul against Hillsboro. They have 2, Southeast 0 so far in the foul count. 4:49 left to go here in the opening quarter. Potacik got his man in the air, wants to drive. Plays across the defense to Kerr. Isaiah Kerr for 3. 5 points in the first 3.5 minutes for Isaiah Kerr, and it's a 10-5 Southeast lead.
And I think that's part of our advantage with having Tiernan score so much is that they try to take him out, so everybody collapses on him and just leaves Kerr wide open. Those are the shots that Kerr's got to continue to take tonight.
Hillsboro stuck. Now they play it back out. Back in. And a turnaround move. Left-handed shot. Kisses the front of the rim. Falls off. Kerr with the rebound. Here comes Isaiah in the middle of the floor. Crossing the SES logo at midcourt. Looking left. He'll play it now to Adam Teal. Teal, quick pass inside. Looking for Hendricks Lund. It's batted out of bounds by Hillsboro. Just a half second too late on that look inside there by Teal.
And for me, I want to see Kerr push that ball. I don't want to see Kerr slow everything down. They're in transition, and they're trying to pick people up. Let's go see if we can get an easy 2.
Kerr with it on the baseline. He'll get it in to Adam Teal. Now to Lund. Across the horn we go to Potacik. Tiernan gets into the paint. Big hop, had his shot blocked. Now it's on the deck, and Hillsboro's going to pick it up. Here come the Hillsboro Trojans back the other way, but Southeast of Saline gets back nicely on defense. No break opportunity there for Hillsboro. They'll play it inside. Right-handed shot up, no good. As Brayson Amstutz has an advantage inside height-wise, but boy, Southeast has done a good job with him defensively. Now a ball that went into Teal. Hendricks Lund was cutting through the offense. Somehow he ends up with the ball, and it's going to be in a dual possession between Lund and a Hillsboro player, and the arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. Sawyers will come out, so will Lund. They'll take their first breaks. Lilly and Swank will come in. 10-5, Southeast of Saline. Inside, immediately, Swank puts his head down, goes to the basket, can't get the basketball to go in, and the rebound comes off to Hillsboro. Good look, though, that time by Tristan. 3:16 left to go, first quarter. Student body full for Southeast of Saline, and they got to, they're going to call a foul. Tristan Swank went up, got the block, but must have got him with the big body, and that'll be the first foul on Southeast of Saline. It'll be issued to Tristan Swank.
And you know the thing is with Tristan, if he's going to get him with the body, that kid's not standing there, right? Yep. So to me, the kid's still on his feet. I don't think he got it with the body. I thought it was a good block.
I agree. Free throw by Jayton Lowen is up and good. That's his first point of the night. He becomes the third Hillsboro player to score in this game. Second free throw on the way. Too strong. Adam Teal will get the rebound for Southeast. 3 players on each side have scored points for their teams. 10-6. Southeast of Saline leads it. 3:03 left to go here in the first quarter. Here's Potacik, quick trigger 3, off the rim, no good. Lilly with the rebound backside. He'll play it out to Kerr. Kerr, no look pass underneath, and he gets Adam Teal involved. Adam Teal will score his first basket of the night.
I just love how Southeast right now offensively is sharing the ball. It's not just one person. I mean, they are finding everybody, and everybody's being a part of it.
Potocnik nearly had the steal, tried to save it behind his back, but Hillsboro was there to keep it. Now a three-pointer by Hillsboro. Hebert gets up and good. Hebert can heat up pretty fast. He averages 14 points a game, does the junior. Here's Kerr with an answer. Too strong, no good. Teal on the backside, fighting for the rebound. They're going to say he had the last touch, and it'll go back the other way to Hillsboro, southeast of Saline, leading by 3.
And I think that Kerr's got the message early on, right? He's taken about 4 shots already. Love it. Sometimes they're not going to go in. Sometimes they're going to go in. But shoot the ball. You have to shoot it. You are too good not to shoot the ball. So
2:14 left to go here, opening quarter. Pass along the baseline ends up being out for another Hebert 3, and he's going to can it. Braxton Hebert, back-to-back threes for Hillsboro. He's tied this game at 12. Here's Potocnik to the cup. His shot won't go, but he's knocked to the floor. And free throws coming up for Tiernan Potocnik.
And this is kind of something we talked about in Garden Plains on Tuesday is you got to identify the best shooter, and you can't leave them wide open. It doesn't matter. You cannot help down. They don't have that big of an advantage down low that you're going to have to double and triple team. We cannot allow him to just shoot open threes.
Tiernan's first free throw is up and good. Yeah, I'm sure what little time in the quick turnaround southeast of Saline had, the scouting report had Braxton Hebert all over it. As I said, he averages 14 points a game. He's a 5'11 junior. Second free throw, Potocnik got them both. 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Tiernan Potocnik has 4 points early on. Now full court pressure for Southeast. 1:56 left to go. Hillsboro handles it nicely. Get it down on the block. Now they kick it back out. Here's Hebert for another 3. That one rolled off no good. He couldn't complete the hat trick. Swank with the rebound. Out to Potocnik. Tiernan stops between his legs. Now back out to Kerr. They'll swing it right to Lilly. Lilly now to Teal. Teal over free throw line extended. Now to Potocnik. Tiernan, little fadeaway from 14 on the right-hand side. That's no good. Rebound taken in by Hillsboro. 1:25 left to go. Opening quarter, if you're just tuning in. Hillsboro's girls in a matchup of state-ranked teams. Hillsboro's girls got the victory in a close game over Southeast of Saline earlier tonight. Both of those teams will hit the break at 4-2. Hillsboro currently ranked 3rd in Class 2A, Southeast 8th in Class 3A. Here's a three-pointer put up by Hillsboro. That's no good from Cohen Jansen. Rebound Southeast. Inside a minute left to go. Lilly with it in the corner. Swank. Tristan wants to drive. Left-handed layup. Good. He was on the left-hand side. Finished with the right hand, and that was a quick first step by Tristan Swank.
I was going to say so myself. I mean, he got there in a hurry and finished.
I mean, we saw it right on the football field. He gets out of that three-point stance pretty fast.
Yeah.
Here's a foul now on a three-pointer, and it goes in. Holy cow. Braxton Hebert caught a couple of Southeast players trying to switch a screen while they were doing it. Swank fouled him. Hebert got the shot off, and he was fouled. He has a chance here at a 4-point play after the second personal foul on Tristan Swank.
And those will be the things that drive you crazy as a coach, because it is a communication fault, right? All you got to do is switch it. If you're switching everything, you're switching everything. If you get caught, you've got to talk to get some help up there. But to have Tristan running out there to try to block a shot, that's not good for us.
Hebert's free throw off the front of the rim, that's no good. Went off Lund. He's going to save it into the hands of Potocnik. 16-15. Southeast of Saline leading by 1. Shot clock is off. Southeast has the basketball. 24 seconds left to play. There's a foul now that will send Lyric Lilly to the free throw line. He got to the left-hand side of the paint and elevated on a jumper. Fouled. He will shoot 2.
Yeah, and he's kind of going to that left-hand side, and he shoot from the right-hand side, and then it didn't look good. He got bailed out there.
Broden Lowen guilty of the foul. That's his first. Lyric's first free throw is up and good. Lyric Lilly now becomes the 6th Southeast player to score in this game. It's a good sign early on.
Yeah.
Second free throw on the way. Got that one as well. 2 points at the free throw line. Southeast of Saline now 4 of 4 from the stripe here in the opening quarter. Clock has 17 seconds on it as we round out the first. Southeast of Saline leading by 3, 18-15. Trying to protect that lead as we round out the first. It's Lilly up top on Hebert. Hebert will give it up near steal. 2 players hit the ground, 1 from each team. Now Swank goes tumbling. Hebert has it, throws it to the left-hand side. No time left, and Southeast will take a 3-point lead to the second quarter. 18-15 is our score. You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball. As we go to the second quarter, it's also viewed free of charge on SalinaPost.com, presented tonight by Tri-Valley Seed.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, bum.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
18-15 our scores. We get ready to start second quarter action. Tri-Valley Seeds, presenting sponsor tonight of the live stream video and also the broadcast here on KINA. I want to thank them jumping on board and helping us bring you Southeast of Saline Athletics. Trojans, pretty good first quarter there, Kevin, up by 3. More importantly, though, I think we look at 6 guys in the scoring column in the first.
Yeah, and that's a huge for us because we haven't had that. But the other thing is we've had about 2 laps on defense that have kind of allowed them to have 6-7 points, right? If we can clean those up, we're going to be in pretty good shape.
Kyson Gawith snuck down below, and he was able to get a layup at the point of attack. Here's Lyric Lilly now. Jumper from the free throw line. That's no good. Fighting for the rebound is Kane Sawyers. They're going to say Southeast with the last touch. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Hillsboro basketball. 18-17 our score. Strange Thursday night game. There are a lot of games in the state of Kansas, though, tonight. More than what you would think, or at least what I thought. Most of them in the eastern part of the state. Of course, there is also some scheduled games for tomorrow night. This game originally scheduled for Friday, but they moved it to Thursday night. Just made sense with the way the school schedules were and breaking for the holiday season.
I'm not complaining.
Yep. Here's a steal now. Potacek started it. Off to Lund. Tiernan all the way to the cup. Left-handed layup is good. The pick and the pop by Tiernan Potacek. He has a half a dozen.
And that's that good defense leads to easy offense right there.
20-17, Southeast of Saline back up by 3. 6:42 left to go here in the second quarter. We will still have the high school basketball scoreboard show tomorrow here on KINA. That's every Friday night during basketball season. And once again, Braxton Hebert heating up as he hits another three-pointer. That's his 4th three-pointer of the first half. Here's Potacek elevating, and a shot that is partially blocked and fouled. Broden Lowen guilty of the foul. That's his 2nd, and it will send Tiernan Potacek back to the stripe. Tiernan 2 of 2 from the free throw line so far in this game, as we are tied up at 20. Francis Flax calling Kane Sawyers over. Have a minute with him. Tiernan makes the first free throw. Adam Teal will check back into the game. He will replace Tristan Swank. Both free throws put in the cup there by Potacek. Isaiah Kerr also comes back in the game. He'll give Potacek his first break.
And I think these are the big breaks that we haven't had early on with even having Tristan available.
Yeah, it's weird to see guys come out.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I was thinking that too. Here's a near steal by Lilly. Goes diving on the floor. Isaiah Kerr comes over to help out. Now Lilly's going to recover. Hillsboro with a 3 left-hand side. That's no good. Lyric with the rebound. Got himself off the floor. Came back in. Yanked the board. Here's Kerr with it now on the right. Plays it back around near the timeline. Lyric Lilly. Now left-hand side, Kane Sawyers. Sawyers takes 2 dribbles. Out to Teal. A guarded 3. Off the front of the rim. No good. A rebound taken in by Hebert for Hillsboro. 5:49 left to go here in the second quarter. Hillsboro wanting to set offense up the floor. Most of the night it's been a 4-out, 1-in look, meaning 4 guards out around the three-point line, cutting, slashing at times, but one guy inside that they're playing around. Here's a deflection now and another takeaway by Southeast. And a traveling violation will be issued here to Hendricks Lund. Boy, he got his defender in the air and just took too many shuffles when he went around him. So that'll get the ball back to the Hillsboro Trojans here, who trail Southeast by 2.
And I think when you know you've got some guys coming in behind you, you can go a little bit harder for those 3 to 5 minute stretches too.
Of course, yeah. You're not conserving.
Yeah.
Consciously conserving.
Yeah.
Here's a three-pointer, top of the key. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. It squirts out of bounds on the far corner, and Southeast of Saline will have it.
Now, I will tell you, this is probably some of the best offense we've ran all year, right? It's defensively, we've been pretty solid all year, but we've put together, like I said early on in the game, we put together multiple possessions so far where we've had quality offensive ran.
Kerr has it now over to Sawyers. Sawyers looks left, and that pass just too long. It's going to be taken away by Hillsboro. Now a foul on the other end for Kane Sawyers. He didn't want to yield the layup, and he will send Kyson Gawith to the free throw. So Gawith to the line. Has 2 points here in the second quarter. Has not shot free throws yet. He'll have 2 opportunities here. First one is up and good. He will be able to tie with the second free throw that's coming up. And he does not. Still 1 point, Southeast lead. 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Lund trying to pass it to Teal. Teal wasn't even looking at the ball, and it's going to be a turnover off the back of Adam Teal. Hillsboro, though, missed the layup. Teal will scoop up the rebound. Kerr had Sawyers leading the pack down the floor, and Isaiah Kerr's going to scrub him off, say no. Instead, Southeast will set up some offense here. 4:39 left to go here in the second quarter. Potacik with that big hop inside, and they're going to call a traveling violation.
Okay.
Fourth turnover for Southeast. I was watching Coach Flax to see what his interaction with the official was, and there wasn't much. So he must have believed it to be true as well. Or at least not worth worrying about at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to upset him quite yet, right? A lot of things going in your favor.
Loose ball. Hillsboro has to chase it all the way out to the half-court stripe before they get control of it. Now a corner three. That's up and good. Cohen Jansen got the three, and it will be a timeout taken by Hillsboro. Hillsboro, with their first lead of the game, 24-22, will step away for a 30-second timeout right here on KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Adam Teal has scored for Southeast of Saline, ties this game back at 24. And as I say that, he scores another one. Adam Teal doing some work during the timeout there. He has 6 points now, and he has swung a 2-point deficit into a 2-point advantage for Southeast of Saline. 26-24. Here's another takeaway. Southeast has taken back-to-back turnovers from Hillsboro. Potacik to the cup. Lots of contact there. Potacik hit the deck, missed the shot. Now Kane Sawyers brings it out for Southeast. Here's Kerr. Nobody guarding him. He drives into the free throw line and shoots. Second time tonight we've seen Isaiah Kerr can that shot.
Well, and you know, Teal really wasn't looking for a shot early, but after that timeout, it must have been something discussed in the timeout that, hey, we want to get Teal going now, right? And they've made an effort to really throw the ball inside to him and let him go to work.
Just a little 6-0 run here by Southeast of Saline, as they were down by 2, now leading by 4. 2:59 left to play. Here's a curl cut, now a kick back out. Hillsboro over to Hebert, right-hand side. Kerr is there with him. Hebert tested the baseline, but Isaiah there to shut it off. Now a drive down the right-hand side that is missed, no good. Teal with the rebound. Out to Isaiah Kerr. Over to the right-hand side. Potacek has it. He'll bring it back through now. Pass through the defense to Adam Teal. Now back to Potacek. Potacek looking in at Kane Sawyers. Nothing there that's clean. Now he's going to get him the ball. Hillsboro player came over the top and swatted the ball away. Boy, Kane's got to be wider there, doesn't he?
Yep. Right, and sometimes you've got to go get that ball. You've got to take that step to the basketball to ensure that doesn't happen, right? But you also, when you feel him going to the left side, you've got to actually step to that left side and cut him off.
Kick out and a 3 by Hillsboro. Cohen Jansen hits his third 3 of the night. And Hillsboro living here with the 3-pointers. They have 7 in this game. 21 of their 27 points have become from the arc. Here's Teal, free throw line jumper, cans it. Adam Teal, a half a dozen here in the quarter, has 8 now for the game.
And the last 3 weeks, Teal has been just so good for us.
Mm-hmm. That started with that Abilene game last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Here's a shot by Hebert, and the 3-pointers continue to rain. Tied up at 30. Teal with it. He'll play it out to Potacek. Potacek, little pump fake. Goes for the 2. Nothing there. 1:21 left to go. We are tied at 30. Hillsboro with the basketball. Here's Jansen, another 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken in, no backside. They get it out to Hebert. His 3 won't go. Now a loose ball, scooped up by Hillsboro. And now a tie-up as Isaiah Kerr's there defensively, and it'll be a takeaway for Southeast as Hillsboro loses the arrow. So Lyric Lilly back into the game. He'll replace Hendricks Lund. 30-30, 1 minute left to go. Second quarter. We'll recap the first half, also talk about the girls' game that we had earlier this evening here on KINA and also SalinaPost.com. Skip pass over the top. Potacek has it for 3. TP got him some with that shot. The first 3 of the second quarter for Southeast, their third of the game.
And you could tell, Tiernan has struggled from that arc, getting them to fall, so that's a good sign.
That one barely touched the net on its way through. It was so pure. Now Hillsboro has it. A difference of about 7 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and now they're going to call a foul against Kane Sawyers. Boy, Kane dipped in, helped out on defense, thought he might add a steal there, but they're going to have a late whistle and a foul called on Sawyers. That'll shut the clock off, shot clock.
And that's what I don't like. We have 3 guys on their big. We're leaving open that outside shooter, and it's just it keeps hurting us when we do that.
Hebert lost the basketball. Look at Kerr sell out for it. Now off to Potacek. Southeast has numbers up the floor. Tiernan pitches out to Kerr. They might play for the last shot here. They'll kick it out. Lilly. Now Potacek. Open 3 from the corner. Won't go down. Teal inside with the tip. Can't get it to go. Put back won't go down. Sawyers with it. His put back won't go. Southeast missed 3 point blank shots at the rim. And now Hillsboro at the buzzer puts up a 3. And that will not go. Southeast, though, with a 3-point lead here at the intermission. 33-30 is our score. When we come back, we'll recap the girls' game, recap the first half of this game, and also get you ready for third quarter action. It's all coming up when we come back. Southeast of Saline leads the boys' game at half, 33-30. Halftime is brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline. Saline Trojans.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime of the boys contest, 33-30 is our score. Hillsboro right now, really the biggest difference in this game, and the reason they are afloat is their three-point shooting. They were able to make 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, hit 4 more in the second quarter, 8 3-pointers in the first half for Hillsboro. 24 of their 30 points have all come from behind the arc, and that was kind of the same story in the girls' game as well. They hit 5 3-pointers in the first half, had another one in the third and another one in the fourth, as we get ready to talk to head coach Shauna Smith about the 54-49 game. Hillsboro gets out of here with a victory. And, Coach, this was one of those games. It was two really kind of heavyweight teams going at it. You guys ranked right now in Class 3A. Hillsboro ranked in Class 2A. Coming in, similar records, both of you without one of your starters for tonight. And this was a game defensively. I thought it got up to a good start for both teams. You could also call it poor offense. Just 15 points, though, in the first quarter. You trailed by 3 at the end of 1, but fought back in the second to take a 1-point lead into the locker room at halftime. You finished the half on a 6-0 run. What was your thoughts after the first 2 quarters there when you went to half?
I thought we'd maybe get something going a little bit more offensively. After halftime, we kind of said we just kind of got to – we just weren't – we took some shots, but I didn't feel like we were kind of really – we didn't win any loose balls. Just things were just not going our way. We missed a ton of easy buckets. Yeah. I kind of thought maybe we'd get over that hump after halftime, and we didn't.
Yeah, it was one of those games, and I don't think it's a trend yet, but it definitely was a coincidence of the Abilene game where you guys were doing everything right. You were getting to the rim, but their length, I think, bothered you a little bit of time. And it's just that stuff that lives in your head, right? You don't want to get your shot blocked. You know somebody's coming eventually. And even when you're wide open running good offense, there's that shadow in your head thinking something's coming, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So Hillsboro had a bunch of 3-pointers in the first half. You were able to shut that off eventually in the second half. Just down the stretch, though, it's hard to beat a team that does everything right. You got to be almost perfect yourselves. Down the stretch, they go 9 of 10 from the free throw line. They have 1 turnover in the fourth quarter. They hit a timely 3-pointer when you guys were making a push. You guys showed really good effort, though, just staying in that game and just fighting back. I thought your girls showed some resolve hanging with that. But, boy, when a team does that to you from the line and also not turning the ball over, you got to scratch and claw for everything you get.
Yeah, and I thought that's what they did. They kind of just they set the tempo of the game. They did everything right, and said we knew they hadn't played the shot clock, so we knew that we did that, but they did a great job with the shot clock tonight. I mean, they managed it, and at the end, I think all 5 times that the shot clock got down, they either got scored or they fouled, or we fouled off of it. And they went up and they made every free throw. They're 13 for 15 from free throw line tonight, and that's wonderful.
Talk to me about this game and the discrepancy in the free throws. There were points in time where it seemed like either it was on a switch maybe defensively that you were getting lost or maybe on a back cut that they were able to get. Tell me about your defense and how you think they played tonight.
We had a long talk in the locker room. I think we're just lacking that, leadership of somebody's just got to lock in and kind of get us there. We're kind of hesitant on, we're switching, we're not. I don't know why we're questioning it. So we kind of played. Nobody's really talking, and we just need somebody to step up. And without Abigail there, we need somebody to step up and get us into our places. And right now, I think we're kind of wandering around a little bit. She's kind of there to kind of pick up the pieces when somebody's not in the right place. And we don't have her, and so we're not going to have her for a little while. So we need to figure out what we're going to do without her.
There are some girls that stepped up in this game on the inside. I thought Sutton Douglas tonight was phenomenal. Her effort, just getting around it. And at one point, Tyler, we even compared her. She's doing the ABBA jobs right now. She's diving on the floor. She's running from corner to corner. She's doing things. And I'm not saying this is why she got player of the game. She had a new career high in scoring tonight. Her overall effort tonight was fantastic. I thought she played great. There's some lessons, though, still in this game, aren't there? I mean, this is not a game to just throw away and say, well, we lost. I mean, there's some time management things there at the end, a couple possessions there at the end. You took way too much time to get a shot off and passed up some good shots. But there are some things that will live on film that you can use later on, isn't there?
Yeah, and like we just talked about, like, we got to sharpen things up at practice and a little more detailed things because, like I said, we are, a possession by possession game. We're probably not going to blow people out just because we don't have the size and all those things like that, where we need to sharpen those things up, like our out of bounds plays. Right now we're not sharp with things. When we run a set play where it's 4 of the 5 people have it correct. Right now we just don't have that. Right now, it's just, you see that, but there was loose balls tonight that we didn't dive on that we normally would, and we got to sharpen that up. That's not the kind of team we are.
Yep, makes sense when you say that. 4-2 here when you hit the break. Have a good holiday. We will talk to you. It'll be a quick turnaround January 2nd. We'll be back here in this building, and you will start league play, and then all of a sudden, before you know, we'll be at Sterling again. It'll go quick. Enjoy your holiday. We'll talk to you on January 2nd.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Her girls tonight, 54-49. The record 4-2 for both of these squads now as they hit the holiday break. 33-30 our score here at halftime. We'll be back with more after this 2-minute timeout on KINA.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
This is Jeff with Vanderbilt in Salina. If you need to stay warm, we have Field Shear heated gear. We have base layers, zip-up sweatshirts, light jackets, coats, and socks. Ladies, we also have vests and jackets for you. These items all come with a lithium rechargeable battery. They also have an on-off switch with low, medium, and high. Keep warm with Field Shear at Vanderbilt in Salina.
Work boots and Vanderbilt.
This holiday season, while you're wrapping gifts and decorating, remember to protect what really matters. Your home, your family, your peace of mind. At Smart Insurance, we know the best gifts don't fit under the tree. They're the ones you count on every day. From home and auto to life and business coverage, Smart Insurance helps safeguard the moments and the people you treasure most. So as you celebrate the season, celebrate with confidence, knowing we have you covered with locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Merry Christmas from all of us at Smart Insurance.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash. This is the 2-in-1 removable agitator. This Whirlpool washer has flexible capacity. You can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items of smaller loads. This opens up space in the wash tub and allows you to wash bulky items like comforters with no problems. Shop at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center. Quality service with every purchase. Located on South 9th next to Genesis Health Clubs.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at halftime on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. So far, a 3-point lead for Southeast of Saline. Being led right now, 11 points by Tiernan Potocik, 8 points by Adam Teal, 7 for Isaiah Kerr. Also 3 for Kane Sawyers, 2 for Lyric Lilly, and 2 for Tristan Swank. For Hillsboro, it's been a 3-point shootout so far, 8 3-pointers. 24 of their 30 points have come from behind the arc. They had 4 3-pointers made in each quarter, led by Braxton Hebert with 15, 9 for Cohen Jansen, 3 for Kyson Gawith, 2 for Brayson Amstutz, and 1 for Jaden Lowen. There's been no bench points right now for Hillsboro so far in this contest. 33-30, Kevin, your new image audio keys to success here to keep that lead and get a win.
I think you said it early, take away the 3-point. Stop helping so much. They haven't got anything inside until they start kind of abusing you inside. Don't leave their shooters.
Hillsboro starts out with the basketball. Southeast of Saline with it defensively.
And the other thing is we can be really aggressive defensively because we have nobody in foul trouble as well.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls called in that first half at all. And Hillsboro taking the shot clock down. A desperation shot by Hebert at the buzzer, and Southeast will clean it up. Isaiah Kerr has it on the right wing. He was wide open, ends up driving to the basket, and a late whistle will be a foul on Brayson Amstutz, I believe. It will be on him, and it will be his second. So up until that, there were just 4 team fouls called on Hillsboro, 2 players with 2. There were 4 team fouls called on Southeast, 2 players with 2. Kerr's free throw rattles out, no good. Isaiah was 7 points so far in this game.
And even then with Isaiah, it was that he was shocked he was so wide open.
Mm-hmm. Missed both free throws. Back the other way we go. Hillsboro with the basketball. Here's a cutter coming from left to right. Now they'll play it back out. 3-pointer on the way. That's no good from Cohen Jansen. Rebound Southeast. Here comes Potacek with it. 1 minute into the second half. Tiernan stops. Now plays it back out to Kerr. They'll work it around the perimeter now and send back with Tiernan Potacek. Back to Kerr. Hendricks Lund has his first touch on this possession. Now back over to Potacek. Long stare in. He gets it to Teal. Double team. Kick back out. Tiernan's 3. Got it to go. Perfect inside-outside offense. That time by Teal and Potacek.
And those are the things you like to see because you don't have to force nothing. Just work it inside. And Teal was so smart. He felt the double team, kicks it right out to Potacek, and he executes and puts it in.
Gives you so much confidence as a shooter. When you throw that ball into the low post and the person that was guarding you turns their back on you, you know you got them.
Yep.
It's a great read there by Teal and Potacek on that play. Here's a drive to the bucket and a foul called on Southeast. Braxton Hebert put the ball on the floor and went to the rim, and I sound surprised because I am. He has 15 points. They're all from behind the three-point line. Kane Sawyers gets the foul. That is his third. Hebert to the free throw line. 0 of 1 from the stripe so far tonight. He makes the first.
At the line for Hillsboro, Braxton Hebert.
That trims the Southeast lead down to 5. Second free throw on the way. It's a 4-point game. Made them both. 17 points for Braxton Hebert, leading the way for the Hillsboro Trojans. Potacek with it, stuck at the elbow. Now off to Kerr. Kerr leaning back just a little bit and puts the shot up and in. 9 points for Isaiah Kerr.
And right there, just a little two-man game, right? Tiernan gets stuck. He sees a cutter, gives it up to him, and Isaiah just goes to the hole and gets 2.
38-32, back to a 6-point Southeast lead. There's the ball down low, along the baseline, drop step, turn, and a shot put up. That's no good. Rebounded by Adam Teal. He'll get it in the hands of Isaiah Kerr. We've seen Isaiah kind of fit that point guard mentality a little bit more tonight, right? He has the ball in his hands more.
Yep. And the thing is they're trusting each other a little bit more too. We're not seeing those kind of crazy acrobatic shots. We're really going inside, outside, seeing a cutter, doing those little things to get easy buckets.
I'm wondering, and I'll ask him if I remember, Coach Flax after the game, if that is his strategy to keep Isaiah more involved and not, you said it earlier, sometimes he disappears. Mm-hmm. But when you have to bring the ball up, you're not going to disappear, bud.
Well, but here's the other thing, too. It also opens up Tiernan more. Mm-hmm. It opens him up so much more when the ball's out of his hands because he can dictate where he goes on the court.
Inside to Teal. Teal this time got the triple team, and he overshot that one from the right block. It goes back the other way. Boy, I'm not so sure Southeast didn't have that Hillsboro defense set up for the inside-outside once again. Yeah. Here's the ball down low. Short corner for Hillsboro. Now they kick it back out. Gawith with it. Looking left, still dribbling. Now he's going to find a teammate. Broden Lowen. Now to the left, Jansen. Shot clock inside 10. It's down to 7. Hebert being bottled up by Kerr. Shot clock down to 3. Hebert trying to put a shot up. It's not right at the buzzer, and that will be no good off the front of the rim. Good defense once again by Southeast for the endurance of the shot clock. Kerr with it. Now to Teal. They'll sling it left. Quick trigger. Potacek. His three-pointer no good. Teal had a rebound, but it went right between his hands and out to Hillsboro. Gawith with it. 38-32. Southeast of Salina as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. 4:10 left to play. Southeast keeping everything really on the outside here for Hillsboro, and they're doing a much better job contesting the threes, and they're going to have a timeout. Hillsboro wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step away here real quick for a quick 30. 4 minutes left to go. Southeast leading by 6 here in the third quarter on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at southeast of Saline. Trey Tolley on the video tonight, providing live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com, presented by Tri-Valley Seeds. 38-32 our score. Out of the 30-second timeout, Potacek gets in the passing lane. Can't come away with the ball, or can he? It's still loose, goes into the backcourt. Now Hillsboro back the other way, and they have to shoot at the end of the shot clock, and it comes away with a southeast of Saline rebound.
And I don't know what you think, Devin, but I think the shot clock is actually affecting Hillsboro a little bit more. They're not getting into their sets, and they're having to settle for those outside shots now.
Here's Teal for three. Count it. That thing was feathery soft as it went through the net. Adam Teal, his first three of the day. 11 now for Adam. I was told prior to the girls' game that this is the first day Hillsboro has played with a shot clock so far this season.
Okay.
Braxton Hebert hit a three to even Teal's three that he just shot. Back to a 6-point southeast of Saline lead after they led by 9 momentarily. Teal inside makes it 8. Adam Teal, 5 points now in the third. He has 13 for the game. There's a drive by Hillsboro and a crafty shot that's put up and in by Jaden Lowen.
And that's just laziness getting back. I mean, Southeast has got to hustle back. I mean, you've got to lead. You haven't won this game. Like, you've got to get back and play defense.
That was Jaden Lowen's first field goal of the night. 2:40 left to go here in the third. 43-37. Potacek lob pass over the top to Teal. And the ball being partially blocked. Started to squirt out towards the baseline. It's going to be picked up, though, by Braxton Hebert. Hebert being shadowed by Kerr. Boy, Isaiah's done a good job on Hebert here in this third quarter. Here's a ball poked and taken away. Lyric Lilly took that one away for Southeast. It's just the second turnover here of the third quarter on either side. This game being played fairly clean here in the third. It's been fun basketball to watch all around tonight. Girls' game was good as well. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Potacek gets in between two defenders, and he scores with the left hand. Tiernan Potacek has 5 in the quarter, 16 for the game. And Hillsboro turns it over off the inbounds.
And it's good to see the players of Southeast show some emotion on the court. I mean, even after that turnover there, everybody's high-fiving each other and all that. They're in the flow of the game.
Here's Teal, fade away off the inbounds. That would have been a tough shot. Isaiah Kerr diving on the deck, saving it. Now to Potacek. He'll play it out to Swank. Short corner jumper, rattles off, no good. Swank gets his own rebound. He got pushed underneath, though, and was unable to convert. Boy, he is so close, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
We see him working his way back in. This is just his third game, playing limited minutes each game. Still wearing that heavily harnessed right shoulder. Here's a block and a save. They keep it in bounds. Teal with the block. Potacek now at the floor. Lilly's going to have to save it. He can't get there. That ball just had too much on it from Tiernan Potacek trying to push it up the floor. 1:20 left to go. Still an 8-point Southeast of Saline lead. 45-37. Back into the game. Cohen Jansen will come in for Hillsboro.
And some things like that, when you get a turnover like that, it doesn't hurt near as bad when you've got a lead, right? So although you want to go score, it's not the end of the world. You just come back and play defense.
45-37, 109 left to go here in the third. Here's a mid-lane jumper. Up no good by Hebert. His second attempt off the rebound. It's blocked from behind by Teal, and Teal got him in the back of the head. Hebert will go to the free throw line. 2 of 3 from the charity stripe so far this evening for Braxton Hebert. He has 20 points already in this game. He's averaging 13.6 per game.
And listen, when you're a shooter and you see the first one fall and the second one fall, it's usually going to be a good night for you.
Braxton's father, Nathan, was the girls' coach at Hillsboro for many, many years. Second free throw on the way after missing the first. He missed them both. Look at Swank with the box out. Nice big box out there by Tristan Swank. Here comes Southeast up the floor. Lilly open from 3. That one's no good. Rebound being fought for, and it'll be taken in by Hillsboro. Cohen Jansen won that battle. Now Hillsboro Trojan down the floor is wide open. Little cherry pick there. Swank caught him, though, and will foul. And that will put Kyson Galwith at the free throw line. So Galwith at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 there. 3 points so far tonight. Hasn't scored in the third until right now. Made the first. Little calendar update for you. As I said, talking with Shauna Smith, back in action for Southeast of Saline on January 2nd. Not much of a break there, if you ask me, but back on January 2nd. And those games have been moved up now. Instead of a 6 o'clock girls game, it's a 5 o'clock girls game. Guys, action to follow on January 2nd. As they return from holiday break. 45-39. Swank driving baseline and missed the shot again. Kevin, he is so close.
Yeah. You get all the way there, and it's like, God, you finish. But his momentum, he's going so hard, his momentum's just taking him that way.
45-39. Hillsboro has it. Hebert, left-hand side. He now gets the attention of Potacek. Here's a top of the key 3. That's put up. That's no good from Jansen. And Swank with the rebound. Southeast gets it quickly up the floor. Lund with a little bit of a bobble. Now back to Potacek on the 3. That's going to be short, no good. And we are at the end of the third quarter. Good quarter for Southeast of Saline. They lead at 45-39. It's a 6-point advantage. As we head to the fourth and final quarter, Southeast of Saline basketball presented tonight by Tri-Valley Seed.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Fourth quarter up on the board. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at Southeast of Saline. Southeast with 6 games to begin the season here in 2025. Just their second here at home here tonight. They lead it by 6 going into the fourth and final quarter. Southeast also with the basketball. Lund dribbles into the lane. Now plays it back out to Isaiah Kerr. Kerr now out to Lyric Lilly. Sawyers and Swank also out there. Swank in the middle. Now plays it out. And a shot partially blocked. Kane Sawyers must have got some blood on his jersey earlier. He switched over to number 21 if you're watching on video instead of 1. And now a three-pointer in transition. Kyson Galwith. 8 points now for Kyson Galwith. And it's a 3-point Southeast lead. 7:13 left to go. Swank with it up top. Now back over to Hendricks Lund. Boy, Lund the last couple of nights has been quiet offensively.
Yeah, and he's one of the kids that needs to get going because he's got the ability to be very consistent.
Got a split call here between officials. The half-court official is calling a player control. The baseline official, who was closer to the play, called a block. And they will get together now, and it will be the baseline official that rules, and it will be a blocking foul on Jayton Lowen. Not very often you see a split call like that, but also the official at half court turn his back on the play and start walking to the other end instead of looking at the communication on what's going on. They work together, though. They get it, or they want it, and it's Southeast ball. Tiernan Potocnik back in. Also, Adam Teal came with him. 45-42 our score. Potocnik, mid-range jumper, left-hand side, won't go. Teal there is to grab the rebound on the weak side. Back out to Potocnik. He'll get back into the paint, and he's fouled. Split two defenders, and then went right at a Hillsboro Trojan underneath, and Tiernan Potocnik will go to the free throw line. Last couple nights, Tiernan's looked a lot better as far as his aggressiveness, his activity, bounce in the legs. Looks like he's actually trying, maybe recovering a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's big tonight, too, is he's got to figure out how to play with the ball out of his hands, because it really is. It's going to open him up so much more because it's going to force us to run offense, right? But it's also going to force their best player to have to, chase him, right? Yep. And so I think it's a win-win for us.
Potocnik makes both of the free throws. Tiernan is 6 of 6 from the line tonight. He has 18 points.
And last few games he has struggled from the stripe too. So that's a good sign.
Southeast of Saline back up by 5, 47-42. Hillsboro throws it into the paint. Now back out to Hebert. His shot is up, no good. Ball went off a couple of different players, but then secured by Adam Teal. Here comes Southeast with it. They'll play it off to the left. Potocnik inside. Teal in a double team. Missed it, got his own rebound. He'll play it out to Lyric Lilly, who's open for three, and he drains it. That is a great look by Adam Teal in there amongst all the flying bullets. And he looks out. Lyric Lilly on the right wing was just waiting on the basketball.
And I think that this is where we could see some growth in this team. Is a couple of games ago that pass never gets made, right? We're starting to trust our teammates and what we're doing, right, and get that continuity with one another.
Yeah, it's trust and it's expectations, right?
Yeah.
It's you got to trust each other, but you also have to know what to expect out of each other.
Yep.
50-42, our score, 8-point lead for Southeast. Boy, tough shot by Hebert down low. He was sandwiched between two Southeast defenders, and he rises up and hits his first two-pointer of the night. Back to a 6-point Southeast of Saline lead. They're momentarily up by 8. Their biggest lead so far this game has been 9. That was midway through the third. Here's Potocnik off the screen. They'll look to Kerr. Kerr on the backside makes it good. Isaiah Kerr in double digits now with 11. This is the first game Southeast has had 3 scores in double digits.
And that is always going to be there. When you score like Tiernan does, you draw so much attention, and you can always drop that off.
Sawyers with the steal. He'll play it on the outlet to Kerr. Up the floor, Sawyers has it back. Now back to Lyric Lilly. Lilly to the right. Ends up with Kerr in front of the SES student body. Now Kerr plays it to Potocnik. 4:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lilly with it on the left. Had the ball poked away, and it will stay here with Southeast. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tristan Swank wants to come back into the game. He will replace Kane Sawyers. Sawyers the only one in this game that has 3 or more fouls. Southeast with it. Potocnik directing traffic. 7 left on the shot clock. Here's Potocnik in the middle of the paint. Again, a backside no look, and he feeds it right into the belly of Adam Teal. Teal with 15 and 2 assists on back-to-back trips by Tiernan Potocnik.
And in Garden Plains, this is something, and I think Flax is getting a little more trust too. We didn't see a sub in the fourth quarter in Garden Plains. He's trusting his guys to do the right thing and giving them that opportunity to finish this game out.
Tristan Swank just picked up a foul. That is number 4 for him. 54-44, biggest lead of the night. Hebert sprung open from 3, but Kerr caught up with him before he was able to get it launched. Now they work it back around. Hebert has it again. He'll shoot it this time. Too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound is going to be won by Adam Teal, and a foul called on the backside by the official. Second team foul on Hillsboro. Third team foul on Hillsboro. Jayton Lowen with his second. And a timeout has been called by Hillsboro. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 4:06 left to go. 54-44, Southeast of Saline with a 10-point lead. Trojan basketball is brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back to action out of the timeout. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 3:57 left to go here in this game. Couple of Trojan teams going at it. Backdoor cut. Potacik leaves it off. Adam Teal, and it's Kerr. Potacik, Teal on the triple threat. Adam ends up with the basket. Boy, that was a great play out of the timeout by Southeast. 56-44. 12-point advantage. Three-pointer by Hebert. That's no good. Batted out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off of Teal. And it'll stay here.
And that last offensive possession for Southeast, you could see it's something that Coach Flax drew up. They'd been hitting Teal, right? They just put a little wrinkle into it, and same result.
Yep. Here's a ball taken away. Southeast has it. Kerr. Backhand, left-hand side by Lyric Lilly. He got grabbed across the shoulders as he was going up. Was able to contort his body and still get a shot up and earn some free throws. Lyric Lilly will go to the free throw line. 5 points for Lyric tonight. He's 2 of 2 from the stripe. And that foul on Braxton Hebert is his first.
They would call that the Lilly athleticism.
That's right.
Right, okay.
Free throw died off the back box and just fell in. Saw that wind we had today, blew that one in. I call that the good Lord's pruning is what happened today. Second free throw, no good. Loose ball, Lyric Lilly has it. Potacik kept it alive. And now Tiernan in the middle of the paint. Back out to Lyric Lilly. Lilly wants to go in. Teardrop shot off the back of the rim, no good. Adam Teal keeps it alive. Sawyers from 15 puts it in the cup. King Sawyers with 5. 59-44. This Southeast team keeps pulling away. 2:59 left to go. The foul on the floor will be called against Southeast. Just their second team foul. Hillsboro, meanwhile, is at the limit with 4 team fouls.
His first personal foul.
Foul on Isaiah Kerr is his first. Which is pretty amazing when you think about it, because most of the night he has been assigned to Braxton Hebert.
Yeah.
Here's
He's
a shot
done a
up.
very good job tonight.
No good. Kerr will get the rebound for Southeast. Southeast now maybe wanting to burn some of this shot clock down and take off some seconds from the game clock. Teal with it down low. Out top of the circle now, Lyric Lilly. Lilly back to Potacik. Tiernan gets into the space. Nothing there. Teal, though, gets it, keeps it alive. Now back out. Lyric Lilly for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. And it will be back into the hands of Hillsboro. 59-44. Hillsboro trailing by 15. It's their biggest deficit so far tonight. Down low, an entry pass and a shot that is up and good for Brayson Amstutz. He has 4 points and a full timeout taken by Hillsboro. 2:05 left to go. 59-46. Southeast of Saline leading. Trojan basketball is brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, final 2 minutes on the clock. Full court pressure here by Hillsboro out of the timeout. Patacic with it in the backcourt. Has a pass deflected. Now it's on the floor. And there should be a 10-second count there against Southeast of Saline. And finally it is about 3 seconds too late.
So I was going to say something here.
Okay.
We talked about it at Garden Plains, right? Unfamiliar territory. Right, unfamiliar territory now. Even being up 13, you're still unfamiliar of how to close a game out. Take care of the ball. Don't turn the ball over.
Here's a poke, loose ball. Southeast unable to come up with it. In the middle of the paint, a shot put up. That's no good. Lowen gets it. That's no good. And now a rebound chased all the way to the corner by 3 different Southeast players. Kane Sawyers comes away with it. And he's going to throw it away. These last 2 turnovers by Southeast, they're only 2 turnovers of the second half, and they just happened in the last 15 seconds. 59-46, 1:28 left to play. Here's a drive and a shot put up and a foul's called. Free throws coming up now for Bryson Amstutz.
So when we talk about closing out a game, right, we can't foul, can't stop the clock, and we can't turn the ball over. We've had 3 possessions now, 2 turnovers, and then we foul them, right? This is what we're talking about, that learning curve of, it's not always, with a close game. It's also when you've got a lead and you've got to close it out. There's certain things that you've got to do. Everybody's got to go to the ball. You got to know who your ball handlers are and get it to your guards.
Kane Sawyers picked up that last foul. That is his 4th. Both the free throws missed by Hillsboro. Here's Patacic with it up the left-hand sideline. He's not waiting on help. He's going to force the issue and draw the foul, and that will be free throws coming up for Tiernan Patacic. 76 seconds left to go, and Tiernan will toe the line.
Jansen at line for Southeast. Tiernan Patacic.
18 points so far for Tiernan Patacic in this game. He is one of 3 Southeast players in double digits. First free throw is up, and it's good.
And here's the thing about Tiernan tonight. He didn't have to work that hard to get that. He worked his tail off, don't get me wrong, but these last 2 games that we've had, he's worked his tail off and hasn't had the results that he's had tonight.
Francis Flax will call a 30-second timeout. Chance for us to remind you, Southeast of Saline's Booster Club brings you live coverage to help showcase exceptional student activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Also, Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting, they make your banking experience a safe one. Proud supporters of Southeast of Saline Athletics, along with the Bank of Tuscan. Also, Ryan Roofing, Bryson Flax, Isaacs and Truckline, Dan Goebel at Salina Homes, Stardust Trophies and more in downtown Salina, and Salina Fence Company. 15-point lead for Southeast of Saline, 61-46, 1:16 left to play. Glad you could join us for Trojan basketball here. As I said, quite a few games on Thursday, none in the immediate area, though. They're all kind of eastern part of the state. Hillsboro with it, as they will bring it up across the timeline against Hebert. Has Isaiah Kerr all over him. Isaiah's done a really good job here in the second half on Hebert. Hillsboro just looking for an open shot. Hebert's going to take one now 5 feet behind the three-point line. That's no good. Kerr still got a hand in his face, and Patacic's going to clean it up on the rebound. Out now to Lyric Lilly. Tall pass to Teal. He brought it down. Now to Sawyers. Sawyers thought about going to the rim. Now brings it back out. Now to Kerr. Kerr down low. Teal. Lob pass, score. That situation, you either take fouls or layups, and that's what Southeast got there. Another lay-in for Adam Teal. He has 19 points. 63-46. There's a shot put up by Hillsboro. No good. Rebound being tapped out. Hillsboro will keep it. 19 seconds left to play. Back inside. A shot up and good. Amstut's got it. 6 points for him. Clock down to 12. Lilly in the backcourt. Hits Potacek, middle of the floor. Tiernan leading a 3-on-2 break. Doesn't need it. He'll pull it back out. And that'll be the end of this one. Southeast of Saline is going to get the victory by double digits, 63-48. And Southeast of Saline's Trojans will get a victory here in the 2025 portion of the season. You can almost just see the weight lifted off their shoulders. Yeah. The facial expression of Tiernan Potacek to the rest of his team is almost like, see, guys, we can win. Yeah. This is a big one.
Yes, it is. You start questioning everything, right? You come off a football season, everything's not going the way you want it to. Your depth has been hit. You know, you get a piece back, and then now everybody can take a deep breath, right? And now we can go into Christmas break feeling a little bit better about ourselves and really get down to business and work on some of the things that we need to get better at.
Again, 3 different Trojans in double digits. We'll highlight those people along with other scoring when we come back. Postgame is here. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers, and it's after a Trojan win, 63-48, right here on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's the most wonderful time of the year to finish your holiday shopping and save big. Enjoy 20% off all in-stock jewelry all season long. Excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders. And when you buy gifts at Vernon Jewelers for your loved ones, we'll take care of you with a free vacation. That's right. Make a qualifying purchase and take a vacation on us. See us in store or the Vernon Jewelers Facebook page for full details. Hurry in. Holiday savings ends December 24th. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where sparkle happens since 1884.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
63-48, our final score. Back here in postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. A big win here for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. They were led tonight by 3 different players in double digits. Tiernan Potacek with 20 points. Tiernan tonight 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 19 points for Adam Teal right there along with him. Then 11 points for Isaiah Kerr. 6 points for Lyric Lilly, 5 points for Kane Sawyers, and 2 points for Tristan Swank. For the Hillsboro Trojans, they were led by just 1 player in double digits, and that was Braxton Hebert with 22. 9 points tonight for Cohen Jansen, 8 points for Kyson Gawith, also 6 points for Brayson Amstutz, and 3 for Jayton Lowen. Hillsboro, no points from their bench players here in this game tonight. Southeast of Saline with just 2 turnovers in the second half. They end up with 7 turnovers for the game, and also Hillsboro with 11 turnovers in this game. Southeast of Saline from the charity stripe tonight, they went 5 out of 6 in the fourth quarter, 11 of 14 for the game, and Hillsboro went 9 of 11 from the free throw stripe here in this game tonight. So both teams shooting pretty good from the free throw line tonight in a 63-48 victory for Southeast of Saline. Head coach Francis Flax joins us now. And boy, coach, when you look at this game, I want to start first with Isaiah Kerr because he scores 11 points. He got the first basket of the game. got that off to a quick offensive start for him. But most of the night, he was on Braxton Hebert, especially in the second half. Hebert really hurt you guys in the first half with 5 3-pointers. He had 15 at the break. He ends up with 7 points in the second half. A lot of that can be credited to Isaiah Kerr.
Yeah, Isaiah was pretty darn good on him. He got lost a couple times in the second half, but, that's they were looking for him all the time, and they did a lot of things to try to get him open. But, I'm pleased with him, but we had a lot of guys tonight that played better than we have been playing. It was more of a team thing tonight, scoring to rebounding to everything.
Kevin and I talked about that a little bit, too. When you guys were running offense, it seemed like tonight, more than any other night, you were making the extra pass, and it looked like the guys were trusting and also kind of knowing what to expect or expecting certain things out of each other. And that's a two-way street, isn't it? You got to trust each other, but you also got to look across to the guy that's open, and you got to know what to expect from him sometimes.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game. You got to play for each other.
Yeah.
And, our best offense is when we get a post touch and then kick it out if we don't have anything in the post. That is our best game. And, of course, if Adam gets it in there, I like to see him try to create because he's pretty good around the basket. And the one thing I want to point out about our offensive stuff tonight, how many times finally did we go to the bucket instead of forcing a shot, we dumped it off. Wide open layups.
And that's, you talked about inside-outside offense early on in the second half. Got it into Adam Teal. You saw the defender that was on Tiernan Potocik turn his back on Tiernan. At that point, Tiernan knows he's going to get a three-pointer. Yeah. He was able to put it in the can, and then after that, it just seemed like Tiernan was able to beat him off the dribble and just make that pass to the backside.
Yeah, he did that. Well, we did that not only to Tiernan but to a couple other guys too, and that's really good. One thing I want to mention is what I'm really proud of is tonight we got loose balls. We got more of the 50-50 balls than Hillsboro did. And that, if you play with that kind of intensity, that kind of energy, good things will happen.
Tiernan had a good night, 20 for him, but he was also 8 of 8 from the free throw line. We've been dying to see 3 guys in double digits. You get that tonight. Adam Teal right along with Tiernan with 19, 11 for Isaiah Kerr. You had the ball in Isaiah's hands more, bringing the ball up the floor. Was that by design on your part to keep him more involved?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday in practice. He's got to do some things for us. He didn't do anything in the last game we played offensively. Shot the ball. I think he missed 3 baseline drives, and then he wouldn't shoot the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So, like I told you before in the pregame, we definitely need the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
I told the guys, take 8 days off, and you better come back with a desire to get after it because now we're going to practice like we were supposed to the 17th of November.
Well, and right after the break, there's no wasting time. January 2nd, you will get after it. And what is usually maybe a little bit of a pass on the schedule is not one this year. You have Republic County coming in, and they are ranked in 2A.
I watched Republic and Beloit last night on the internet, a rerun of their game from Tuesday night. And I'm telling you, Republic County is much, much better than they have been. They got Beloit's big guys in foul trouble in the first quarter.
Okay.
The bugaboo is they don't handle the ball very well. So that's where we have to get them.
We'll put that in our memory bank. We will hold it till the new year. How's that?
That'll be great. Have a nice holiday season.
Happy holidays. We'll talk to you then. Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans tonight. Our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. Let's go with Isaiah Kerr. He did it on both ends of the floor. He was involved from front to back. He had a new season high in scoring with 11, and he did a nice job tonight, not only offensively but also defensively in a 63-48 victory for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. They will take that victory into the break with them, and they will come back and they will play Republic County on January 2nd. On the girls' side, if you missed it, Hillsboro got the victory of the 2 state-ranked teams. They were able to beat Southeast of Saline tonight in a very close game that featured 2 state-ranked squads. Hillsboro gets it 54-49. That'll do it for the 2025 portion of Southeast of Saline basketball. We will get back to action in 2026 on January 2nd. We'll be right back here at home to take on Republic County. That game, again, will start at 5 o'clock with the girls. It'll be an hour earlier on January 2nd with a 5 o'clock girls game. Boys action will follow, and we'll have it for you right here on KINA. Special thanks to Nick Garst back at Studio Central. Also, Trey Tolley operating the video tonight. All of this was presented by Tri-Valley Seed and the rest of our Southeast of Saline sponsors. For Tyler Smith, Kevin Lilly, my name's Devin Haney. Thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you from Southeast of Saline on January 2nd.
Are you looking